keep the love, make it last forever, maybe. Should have known right from the start. I keep chasing you until you melt my heart, 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 until you melt my heart. I like you like my favorite ice cream, favorite ice cream, favorite ice cream. Such a shame that you playing just a game, playing just a game, playing just a game. I keep chasing you, chasing you. 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 I keep. We have traveled the same path, next to each other, baby, but we never really did travel together. No, no. Should have known right from the start. I keep chasing you until you melt my heart, 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 until you melt my heart. I like you like my favorite ice cream, favorite ice cream, favorite ice cream. Such a shame that you playing just a game, playing just a game, playing just a game. Chasing you, chasing you. I keep 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 chasing you, chasing you. I like you like my favorite ice cream, favorite ice cream, favorite ice cream. Such a shame that you playing just a game, playing just a game, playing just a game.
Please don't let me drown. Well, the warm-ups are done. The anthem's been sung, and the Cascade Cup will be won by either the Huskers for the third time, or the Rams will defend what they won for the first time last season. Good evening, Warren Andrews, along with Matt Macri. It's a big game for both these teams, both of them coming off of tough losses at the hands of the BCFC's big dogs. Huskers fell here 2 weeks ago to the Okanagan Sun, and last week the Rams were thumped by the West Shore Rebels at McLeod Stadium. This is the second and final regular season meeting, with Langley winning the first game by less than a touchdown. Thrilling game that came down to the last play. The Huskers couldn't quite punch it in. You're watching the Valley Huskers on BCFC TV, also simulcast on TELUS 1981. Our visuals are courtesy of Teo Landstra and the crew with For the Win Media. Matt, always a great game between these teams as the referees are once again cutting in and out. How excited are you for not only a Cascade Cup game, but also the fact the Huskers are just 2 points back of these Rams for a tie of the playoff position?
Well, and that's huge. That's huge. And I love these games between these two teams because they're so tight, both skill-wise, but also location-wise. I mean, you're talking 30 minutes down the road is the Langley Stadium. A lot of these guys that are local are the BC boys, the Valley boys. They are played school ball together. A lot of these guys against each other played it together, played community ball together. So there's a lot of knowledge on how they play. Then you throw in the imports, and it really adds an extra layer to it. So this is going to be a good game tonight. I love watching the Langley and the Husker games. Are always come down to the wire.
If you can interpret that, Matt Macri, I'll give you a loony. Head referee tonight, Deepak Sharma. Your umpire, Charles Wade. Down judge, Danny Bennett. Line judge, Tim Lohman Gardner. Side judge, Heath Edelston. Back judge, Bob Scott. And field judge, Hans Vander Doe. Huskers come in at 1-4. First half of the season in the bag in their home blacks with the green and gold lettering and trim. As for the Langley Rams, they are 2-4. They played the one extra game. They are in their away whites with the Navy Rams horn on the helmet and the Navy lettering on the back. We are expecting Hunter Norman to get the nod as playing a hooper not on the roster for the Langley Rams. If it is Hunter Norman, he has completed 15 of 39 passes, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. He has been sacked 8 times. His counterpart, we expect, will be Keyshawn Dorsey. And this year he has 51 completions on 108 attempts, 740 yards, 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. But he has been sacked a number of times. Yeah. I won't go into the number, but it's been a number of times. And the Okanagan Sun 2 weeks ago added to that total with zest. Couple of out-of-town scores, and my goodness, the big dogs showing why they're the big dogs, Matt.
Yeah, West Shore Rebels laid 72-0 against the Kamloops Broncos. Okanagan's up in Prince George, leading 22-0, and I think it's a halftime. And
that's it.
The VI Raiders are on a bye this week,
which is really good news because they are also 2-4, tied with Langley. That's the final playoff spot right there, Matt.
It is, but the Huskers have lost to VI already this year. But
they have one more game against them here at Exhibition.
Yes, exactly. So that'll be the tiebreaker. Really tight for that last playoff spot. PG's doing well this year, 4-2.
And there's the opening kickoff, and the Huskers, Raiden Maston, underway and slices his way through the defense up to about the 27-yard line. There's a flag that was thrown as he caught the ball.
It's actually our next home game is the against the VI Raiders.
That's going to be a huge game. Like, they don't play West Shore again. They don't play Okanagan again, I believe. It's just Prince George, Langley, VI Raiders.
Yeah, that's it. That's all they got left.
So, and I think they may have one game against Kamloops, another one coming up in Kamloops.
Yes, they do. Yeah, their next 2 games are against PG and then Kamloops, and then they're back home for their final 2 against VI and then PG. So they got a chance at the end of the season here to put some points on the board.
So you're saying there's a chance. I think if they can flip the script and go 4-1 in the regular season, very good chance of making the playoffs with how tight it is at the bottom of the league.
Yeah.
As the Huskers will start now from a fair bit deeper. Down the 10-yard line is where they'll go, and there's the pitch back, and Jawad Harb muscles his way up for a gain of 4, maybe 5 yards on that play.
Harb showing his patience here on this run. He gets the pitch there, and he's waiting for the hole to develop, finds one, and gets up. Picks up about 5 yards on that run. Really good opening run. Just kind of getting his pace and watching what the defense is offering him.
Hunter Henderson at center for the Huskers will line up the big boys up front. As Dorsey barks out the signals, receivers in motion. Quick drop back, does a couple of checks, and then decides that he'll carry it himself. And good play there, close to a first down, about a yard short on that run of about 4 yards on that play.
Well, as much as Coach Bob Reese hates punting, he's going to have to punt here. They're sitting at the 19-yard line, and you don't want to give that ball back to the Rams there.
Well, the good news is Carson Turner, number 47, very good with his leg this year, averaging 34 yards with every kick. Hassan will be the lone returner back at about the 45-yard line for the Rams, but a couple of flags fly, and I wonder if it's a delay of game or procedure.
Well, they're going back 5 yards.
So that leg of Turner's will be tested a little bit more. Very tough game at home for the Rams. Last week I was able to do the call with Justin Morissette, and West Shore, an excellent team. Every time the quarterbacks, and there were two of them in the game, were chucking anything near the receivers. They look like Spider-Man, each and every one of them. And so they'll hope it'll be a different game tonight. Turner will boom this one. Oh, that's a beauty. All the way past the center stripe, picked up on the one bounce by Hassan, who weaves his way around one, goes east-west, and then he is dumped down on a nice hit there. 45 of the Huskers, Logan Carlson, stops him in his tracks.
I don't have him on my roster here, but Logan Carlson did a great job there, getting a hold of him and bringing him down with a bit of a bump. Was it 46 or 45?
Oh, it's 45. I thought it was okay. Maybe a little bigger. Do we have a 45? All right, we're going to play this fun game again here, Matt.
Who could that be now?
Cue that 80s hit.
Yeah, 45.
Hunter Norman now under center for the Langley Rams, with Baden-Horst and Jones in the backfield, but Norman will go to the sky. He's got his receiver open, catches it, but it's out of bounds.
He landed out of bounds with that. Got to bring it in. Got to bring it in.
Looking for the number one target for the Rams this year is Tyson Gallier. He had 14 receptions for 189 yards and 3 touchdowns. Yeah. Speaking of veteran receivers and good receivers, Huskers without one tonight, Dag Mora, not in the house.
Yeah, unfortunately. Galley there just could not keep his feet in bounds, came down out of bounds with that great way. He adjusted to the ball well, got turned around. The defender didn't see it until too late. But you got to land in bounds with that.
Ball at the 49-yard line for the Rams, and they'll complete that pass, and it is Natol Tedeschi with the reception.
Junior Manaka was able to get over there and push him out of bounds, but he was wide open there. Tedeschi was.
Yeah, it's a 15-yard reception for him.
Yeah. And they kind of doubled him up here. They had Manaka. They ran another guy over to Manaka's area, so he's watching two guys. So it was easy picking for the quarterback, Hunter Norman, to take the one further up the field.
So first down for the Rams, and they will get things going here from the 34-yard line. There's a handoff to big Bruce Jones, and the veteran back is stopped after a gain of 2, maybe 3 on that play.
There's a little tomfoolery afterwards. It looks like a shove after the play here. Here's the handoff to Bruce Jones. He gets around to the outside. Really good. Gets tackled. He comes down. And then number 7, Jack Winey, takes offense to something that one of the Rams said and gave him a shove to the ground and gave him an extra 10 yards.
So the rush was for 2 yards, but tack on the 10, and they are now inching closer to the red zone here. By the way, Matt, congratulations on your Chargers win yesterday over the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, that was edge of the seat stuff, that game. Those two teams play so well against each other, and we finally came out on top.
Rivalry just like this one is the Rams with the pitch back now and trying to wind the corner,
Nice.
but he's dropped down, and a nice play by the Huskers to limit what number 13 of the Rams, Gallier, tried to do on the jet sweep.
Gallier here, beautiful jet sweep. He's so quick, and he sees there's nothing in the middle, so he tries to get outside, and it looks like it's 92? 22. Oh, you couldn't catch a number on that one.
Well, there's no 92, so let's go with 22, and that's Hayden Agaman.
Agaman does a really good job of getting through all the traffic there and limiting that run.
So that was a big loss there of about 7 yards on that play. Norman now with the screen pass outside. They'll pick up a few yards. The big man bulls his way for a few extra yards, but will still be shy, I believe, of the first down, and a nice rush there by
Damon Badenhurst.
number 30, Damon Badenhurst.
Yeah, Badenhurst does a really good job here. I love this. Nice quick throw to the outside. Badenhurst gets outside, and he hits him hard. No one on him. Nobody from the Huskers came with him. Gets to the outside and almost picks up the first down. Beautiful stop there. As he's trying to spin around to get that first down yardage, he gets just popped.
A big back out of California. It's had a nice season for the Langley Rams so far. As they'll line up to kick this one from about the 18-yard line. Dosanjh, number 87, is 3 for 5 kicking field goals so far this year. As Mukhal will hold. Kick is up. Kick
And it's good.
is good.
Well, that's what the Rams wanted to do. Get down on that first drive, get the ball down the field, and get some points on the board. They had a short field to work with, and they worked with it, that's for sure.
Aided by a couple of penalties, Huskers now get a chance, their second drive coming up here, down 3-0 on a smoky evening in Chilliwack.
But it's not too bad right here where we're sitting, but you can't see the mountains. Our typically beautiful Cascade view is just not there today.
It's gone from kind of the Rockwell painting of the mountains to more of like a watercolor one that you'd get in the dollar store on a card.
Something Twin Peak-esque.
So the visitors pick up the early lead here and will kick off from the 45-yard line. Huskers, Grady Andrea, number 20, and Raiden Maston, number 5, back to receive this kick. Dosanjh will wire that down to Raiden Maston, who gets it at the 5-yard line and gets through the middle. Nice run, Raiden Maston. Pickup of about 27 yards on that return.
Well, he went down hard on that one. Raiden Maston does everything at full speed. Just like that run there, he came running through the crowd at full speed, and he hit the ground hard after the fact, and now he's a little bit slow to get up here. Raiden Maston is just such a stellar player. He went to the Lions camp this summer, I do believe.
Lions E camp, and they were impressed by him and gave him some pointers what to work on this year. And he looks stronger and bigger coming into camp before the season started.
Yeah.
So the Huskers will line up at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, he got hit in the side hard there as he is falling down.
A little trickery now. Peyton Lake gets into the action. On the reverse, and Peyton Lake charging away for one defender. He's still on his feet, and he is finally taken down, dragged out of bounds, but what a play by the Huskers, drawn up neatly there from the 33 all the way down deep inside Langley territory.
Well, number 27, Drew Larage, catches up to him here. But Peyton Lake had everybody going to the right, and then he takes off to the left. And off to the races, gets by number 7 there, just kind of gets high steps through. And number 27 finally gets hold of him. And he has to wrestle him out of bounds. It wasn't an easy tackle either. So, beautiful run. And now they got first and 10
it's on the 15.
From the 15.
And the quarterback keep, and Dorsey plows ahead, but there was a flag, and I wonder if there's going to be holding on this play and bring it back.
It looks like it. There was a tackle anyway, so. And I do believe it's going to be offensive holding on the far side, right guard.
So I believe that was about 58 yards on that play by Peyton Lake.
Well, where were we at? The 34?
We're at the 33.
33, and he got to the 15. So that's unbelievable.
You like to see that, a little bravado early in the game to set the tone.
Yeah.
Coach Reist has never been shy about allowing his coordinators to make those plays. As Dorsey drops back, a quick flip out there to Harb, and he is torpedoed down.
Well, number 7, who's Cade Handy, and I know Cade from his Abbotsford days. He came in there like a heat-seeking missile as soon as Harb pulled that in. He was waiting for that. He saw the little screen pass develop, and he came in, defended it beautifully.
So they lost 1 yard on that play.
Yeah.
Dorsey's first pass of the game. Second and long. Ball at the 28-yard line. Dorsey steps away from traffic, chucks that one deep. Jump ball in and out of the hands of both the defender and the receiver.
Well, good coverage by number 10, C.J. Augustine. I didn't catch the receiver's number that was down there going for it. A little deke out by Dorsey here. Airs the ball down there.
That looks like it was Trey White, number 2.
Number 2, Trey White going up for that with Augustine, and no one coming down with the ball.
Trey White had an excellent game against the Okanagan Sun, the number 1 target for both Dorsey and Vergata, now second on the team in receptions. So it'll be a long field goal here of about 34 yards. Carson Turner, clean snap, hammers that through the uprights.
Beautiful kick.
So 34-yard reception, and they trade field goals here in the first quarter.
You know what? The Rams talked, the Huskers answered. It was beautiful. Nice kick here, too. It's a low one climber right here, and I thought it got hit. But if it didn't lose any of its velocity, that's for sure.
So Carson Turner continues his very good season, 8 for 9 kicking field goals. His longest is 37. That one was 34 yards.
The Rams are just opting to take it on the 35-yard line, it looks like here.
Well, they're a little banged up. Apparently their head coach also suspended for a few games. Cole Barron, the former linebacker for them. As things got very heated against West Shore. We do have a timeout. You expect this game to be incredibly close, not only just rivalry-wise, but the first game was such a defensive battle in Langley earlier this year. Both quarterbacks look like they're a little more on their game this game, and so it could be a few more points put up on the board.
Well, you got both these teams are a lot of homegrown talent. They're very well coached by people that have been in this system before. I mean, you got James Moore over here on the Huskers side. Cole Barron, you're saying the ex-linebacker for him. And Cole Barron was just a stud for Langley minor football, and I do believe Langley High School too, LSS. Just an absolute stud football player and a real smart football guy.
So the Rams will give it to Bruce Jones. And that'll be a short gain.
A little bit of pushy shovey after that play, too. I think everybody needs to just take a step back and a deep breath. It's a long game, guys.
So give Jones 3 yards on 2 carries so far, but do not discount that man. Jones this year, 52 carries, 261 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. He is a bruising back.
Quick, too. Very quick. He cuts well. He finds the openings, and he just slides through them.
Norman now in the gun, barks out the signals, and he'll roll left. Jack Winey comes in, hits him. That's going to be a late flag. Is out of play, and Winey was determined to hit him, I think, whether he was going to release that ball or not.
Yeah. You got to take that down a notch. That's going to hurt you. Now you just gave him a first down here.
Rams are missing what was their top passer in Palena Hooper, who was completing almost 65% of his passes. He got injured against Prince George a couple of games ago, did not play last week, and I don't see him on the roster this week. So it may be Hunter Norman's ball the rest of the way, the former Okanagan Sun backup pivot.
Yeah, 15 extra yards on that. You know, you got an incompletion and heading to third down. Now you're first down and 15 yards further up the field.
Penalties have really hurt the Huskers in this first quarter. 6 minutes to go in a 3-3 game. Norman with the pitch back. Gallier on the jet sweep. This one might be coming back too, as it might be a holding call against the Langley Rams. We'll see what the referees saw.
I think that's going to be the call there. That was a really good play, but as Gallier was trying to get around to the outside, I do believe there was a hold. And he went down, luckily enough for him, as Raiden Maston came in.
It doesn't look any worse for the wear.
Yeah. No, Raiden Maston is feeling fine. So this now is going to go back 10 yards.
Andy Ofusuheni had the tackle, and I'm going to have to get the official stats, but he set, I think, a Huskers record for tackles in a career. Number 30 for the Huskers.
118 or something like that. Crazy number.
He has been amazing as a fifth-year player for the Huskers, one of the leaders on this team along with Raiden Maston.
Well, Andy Ofusuheni is a Mowat product from Mowat High School in Abbotsford, and I watched a lot of his games, and you could tell there was something special about him way back when.
Norman now clears out everyone and slings out ahead. He finds his target, be short of the first down.
Beautiful job by the defender there. But guy catches it in the air, and he just rides him out of bounds. I can't read that jersey. I
don't know if they're going to – I think are they trying to say he was out of bounds?
Yeah, he was. He was. He got pushed out of bounds. Yeah, he did not come down with that ball. Number 25, Cole Shanks. Smart play there to ride the body right out of bounds.
Speaking of good defenders out of Abbotsford, Cole Shanks.
Cole Shanks, yep.
So Norman 1 for 3 on the day. Baden Horst behind him. Jones also in the backfield. As Tedeschi now will try to sweep his way around the left, and he gets a couple of yards, but not much more than that.
Wow, beautiful job of just to torpedo him and get underneath and knock his feet out from underneath him.
Yeah, they give him 3 yards on that carry.
Love this hit here. He's going around the outside. He's got wheels, makes a little stutter step, makes a couple guys miss there. And then the defender comes in and just takes his legs out. Number 1, Aiden Harker. Beautiful play.
Booming kick by Dosanjh is going to hit the turf before it finds the returner, and Grady Andrea, who weaves one way, weaves the other, and only finds a spot down on the field inside the 20-yard line. So a long field for the Huskers once again to start this, the third drive of the game for them.
Well, they needed that stop there, get the ball back, and let's use this drive to eat up some clock. Drive the ball down the field, eat up some clock, put some more points on the board, and then pin them back in their end zone.
Both of these teams have been very successful when they've won running the ball. As the Huskers will pick up a couple of yards on that carry.
Dorsey did a great job of shuffling to the side, but he just couldn't get it moving forward. He does a great job here. He fake handoff, gets up the middle, side shuffles, misses another tackle, and then brought down.
Give Dorsey 8 yards on 2 carries so far. He is the team's second leading rusher this year, the quarterback, Keyshawn Dorsey. The Rams read that all the way, absolutely swallowed up the running back for the Huskers.
Harb just couldn't get any space there. That was a black and white wall if I've ever seen one. And now it's going to be another punt here because they do not want to give up that ball on 3rd and 5 down in their own end.
Yeah, he picked up about maybe 1 on that play, Harb did. So, second carry of the day for him. He's got 6 yards so far as the Huskers look to hopefully pin the Rams back inside their own half of the field. Turner waits for it on his own 10-yard line. Rams almost blocked that one. It'll drop at the center stripe, but takes the Huskers bounce and then bounces over the head of the receiver, and he smartly jumps on that, protects it like a live grenade.
39, Pharaoh Hansen. He just couldn't get up high enough to get that ball on that bounce. It went off his hands. So now it's a live ball, too, and anybody can grab it. So he had to really hustle back there, and that was a very smart play. A lot of times the guys will try and pick it up and do something with it, and you miss fumbling it or getting hit so hard you drop it. But here he sees that it's trouble. He just gets on top of it. Very smart play by Hansen.
Hassan was one of the offensive bright lights for the Rams last week against the West Shore Rebels as Norman will take it at the 30. Rolls out right. Quick little pass out there, Baden-Horst. 4 Huskers surrounding him, and then he's boomed down, but he's a very thick young man, and he takes that hit, absorbs it, and gets right back up again.
Well, he gets wrapped up, and then number 14, David Carter, comes over and lowers the boom because he's wrestling. He's making moves still here. You see it, Badenhurst, it's a big guy. Gets out there for the little screenplay. Beautiful job. Turns upfield, and he realizes that he's cornered, and here comes David Carter. Lowering the boom.
So Norman 2 for 4 for 19 yards for the Rams. The second and about 7. High snap. Norman sets back. He's got some time. Underthrows the target, though. He was looking for number 88, Marcus Jones.
Oh, now we got another flag here.
If it's against the Huskers, I have a feeling what the theme will be at halftime.
Yeah.
In terms of what the coaches are talking about.
Oh, it's against the Rams.
It's a 15-yard penalty.
So one of those plays that gets you off of Santa's nice list.
Wow.
15-yard penalty against the Rams and drives them back deeper, and that'll bring out the punting unit.
Because it was after the play counts. It's not like they're going to get another down out of this. So now they've got a punt from 15 yards back. It really kind of did the Huskers a favor here.
So both teams had early field goals, and since then it has settled back into a defensive struggle. Minute 43 to go here in the first quarter. Matt Macri on color. I'm Warren Andrews for the Win Media providing the visuals. As the high kick, end over end, will fall at about the 50-yard line inside Langley territory. Grady Andrea steps around one tackle, and then he is escorted to the field at the 47. I think we can add on another 5 yards, though, to that one.
Well, yeah, you got a no yards marker out there for sure. But Andrea does a great job of getting it up the field here and into Rams territory. Beautiful kick. I mean, you got a decent kick. Andrea gets there, and yeah, the Rams player is like right there. So that's going to be no yards. They're going to add another 5. Picks up about 7 there on the return. Really good job by Andrea.
Well, Andrea is averaging 7 yards per punt return, which is really nice
Yeah.
because it is hard to get those yards on a punt return as opposed to the kick return.
Well, on a punt, you want to get some yards, yes. But the number one thing is to maintain possession of the ball, and he does that really well.
Dorsey now with a handoff, and Jawad Harb with some hard yards, so he'll get about another 2 on the play.
Harb's hoping that wall breaks at some point, and he can drive through there. He's hitting that line very hard, but he's just not getting anywhere.
Want to quickly give a shout out, number 63 on the O-line, Keenan Minsta, 20th birthday today, and his folks are in attendance from New Brunswick to watch him, so we said we would give him a birthday shout out. Integral part of this offensive line.
Happy birthday, Keenan. Now give yourself a birthday present and let's win this game.
Dorsey drops back and he's got the wide open target and he finds him. And it's that Caverly who's not going down very easily. Referees blow the whistle, and that's a man's catch right there.
That's huge. That is massive. Caverly does so well. I think it's number 9. Yeah, Josh Caverly. He does so well with the ball in his hands. He's such a big guy and really, really good legs on him. Like, you watch him drive here when he hits this pile and gets a couple more yards right there. He's pushing forward.
So about 18 yards on that.
Beautiful.
Dorsey 2 for 3 on the evening, and Huskers encroaching on the Langley goal line as Harb now plows ahead thanks to the big boys in front providing an escort.
Oh, this O-line is doing a great job of protecting Dorsey, but giving Harb some room to work with. He's fighting the hard yards in the middle, but his O-line's working really well with him. There he goes, gets in there, and he's just moving bodies.
Looks like he'll get 6 maybe on that. That'll be his biggest run of the afternoon, as it is the end of the first quarter, and no surprise with these rivals, it is tied after the first 15 minutes at 3 apiece. What are you seeing, Mr. Matt Macri, from your Valley Huskers, first off?
I think they're doing a good job. They're pressing hard. Defense, they're shutting them down. Offense, they're fighting for every yard they're getting. And I think the same goes for the Rams. I mean, they're doing very well on defense and fighting hard for every yard on offense. So the parity between these teams is just astounding.
Well, real nice crowd considering the Chilliwack Chiefs are playing a game at the exact same time. Made the parking a little bit of a challenge.
It did. It did. I had to walk a long ways to get my hot dog today.
No event comes between Matt Macri and his delicious hot dog.
Pregame hot dogs. You got to have one.
Got to fuel up, baby.
Yeah, it's the best part about being at the field is the hot dog.
So it will be 2nd and 7 for the Valley Huskers.
Yeah.
Dorsey's going to send that long. He's got the target. He's got a touchdown! Huskers!
Hassan Kangura, just smart play, outran the defender, kept to the outside, gave a beautiful path for Dorsey to throw down, and he made it stick.
Number 13, Hassan Kangura's first touchdown of the year, 4th reception of the year.
I love this. See how he stays outside of the defender, which gives the shoulder he's looking over lots of room, time to adjust. Very smart play to get open there. And the point is good. So the Huskers take a 10-3 lead 12 seconds into the second quarter.
So give Dorsey about almost 50 yards. We'll say 50 yards so far on the afternoon. Not bad for a quarter and a bit.
Yeah.
More importantly, the Huskers take the 10-3 lead against a Langley team that has struggled to provide offense at times this year. The defense has been good for most of the season. The offense at times has been challenged.
If I remember correctly, the first game these two faced each other, it was under 20 points each that they had, wasn't it? Wasn't it like a 20-17 type game?
That was a 5-point difference. Yeah, it was. I'd have to look back for the exact score, but it was fairly low scoring.
Yeah, these defenses are both solid. And they're playing each other well on defense. Another little mishap there on the kick.
Ball drops through, and then he is dropped down. Number 39, Pharaoh Hassan's had a tough time corralling these kicks, and the Huskers have loved every single moment of it.
Well, they're getting the ball on the 13-yard line. This is not the field position they wanted to start with. Hassan here, it was a spinning ball on the ground, and he just couldn't get a hand on a nice kick there. And you see the ball hits the ground, and then as it comes towards him, it doesn't bounce. Oh, it dropped on him. On the second bounce, he thought it was going to come up right to him, and it just stayed close to the ground and right through his legs.
Casual observation, number 66, Langdon McKenzie looks like he was grown in a lab for the Langley Rams.
Yeah.
He could be a super villain, like one of those ones that you just can't take down without many, many heroes.
One of the henchmen. He's a full helmet taller than anybody else in that huddle.
If I was running behind him, I would feel very well protected.
If I had to line up across from him, I'd be very worried about what I had to do that today.
My goodness, some of the offensive linemen in this league, it's absolutely astounding when you realize they're mostly between 18 to 23 years of age and still have some growing to do.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
Oh,
yeah.
Pity the poor billet mom's grocery bill.
Well, and you look here, he's
lined up at tackle.
He's getting downfield too, and that nose tackle is not getting anywhere.
Norman rolls out. He'll throw that one short, incomplete. Norman now 2 for 4 on the afternoon.
Wow.
So Huskers continue to pin him back deep, and you know the Huskers would love to limit the Rams' ability to gain a first down here because that would force a punt from very deep or maybe a safety.
Well, number 55, Papo Oti, is playing nose tackle, and he got shoved right out of the play there. You would think the Rams would run more off that guy, and I think that's maybe where Ofosuhene is right up on the line to make sure.
Well, Jones with a very nice run there. Not enough for a first down, but a pickup of about 6 on that play.
And a good second effort. Jones runs hard all the time, but that one there, that second effort was beautiful. Here's the little draw play, handoff, up the middle, hits bodies there, rolls off of them, and it's almost like he's going to get there. Number 30, his own player, Badenhorst, kind of got in his way a bit. I think Badenhorst was coming back to block for him and kind of got in his way.
Jones 3 rushes for 9 yards as the Rams set to punt this away from about their 5-yard line. On a great booming high kick gives the special teams of Langley lots of time to get down there, but they don't need to as it'll roll out of bounds, and the Valley Huskers with some pretty decent field position to start this drive.
Right on the 40-yard line. That's good. That's good play there, and you don't have to take a hit or run very far to get it. That's all right. We'll take that.
That's always the danger of special teams. There's that element of excitement, but there's also that element of danger and the fact that probably more players get hurt on special teams than any other play in football.
Well, I think number 66, Langdon McKenzie, is going over and changing jerseys and coming out with
or maybe he's got a twin.
Yeah, coming out where I just had it. Travis Richley, number 58.
Trick play by the Huskers, and they will connect, and they'll get the first down up inside the Langley 50.
right on the 50-yard line. Beautiful job. Little trick play. Number 10 threw it. Rogan
that's Rogan Vergata.
Yeah, Vergata. A little pass to Josh Caverly. Picked up the first down. That was really good. I like that one. We had number 58, Travis Richley, down there on the D-lines, a head taller than anybody else in his huddle, too.
Caverly now with 12 receptions on the year. He's got 32 yards on 2 catches so far tonight. As Jawad Harb will mow ahead and gain 2, maybe 3 on that play.
As big number 58, Travis Richley, that just did a great job ripping through the line and getting over there to make sure Harb went absolutely nowhere. Rode him to the ground.
So 2 teams very good at running the ball. Have had a tough time at running the ball so far in this game, as Jones and Harb have both been held to under 10 yards on multiple rushes so far today, as the Huskers lead 10-3 with 11 and change to go here in the first half. 2 receivers set near side, 3 to the far side in motion. Langley brings the rush, but Harb will scoop it up from the backfield, and he'll lunge ahead, and they'll spot him just shy of the first down.
Oh, I don't like that spot at all. Do not like that spot. He got past the first down marker before he went out of bounds. Here you see here a little swing pass to Harb. He's looking downfield, letting Harb get open. Harb gets down, turns around, gets around down the field.
So what I love in this game from the Valley Huskers is Harb isn't getting a chance to get his momentum on rushing the ball. He's caught 4 passes so far today, and that one for 9 yards, 16 yards on the day so far. Catching from the backfield is Dorsey in the gun, flanked by 1, 3 receivers far side, 2 to the near side. Plowing ahead, and does he have enough for the first down? I think he will lunge ahead.
It looks good. It's going to be very close. The linesman on this side here, though, was right on top of it, and you could see it all the way across. That's going to be just past the first down marker.
There is a Langley player down on the turf, is slow to get up, and now he'll get up. Number 33 for them, Cameron Keys-Token. So first down for the Huskers, big.
I don't think he was
Harb.
hurt. I don't think he was hurt. I think he was just taking a break while he was waiting for the verdict. And they got the first down. It wasn't what he wanted to hear.
He's like, take your time, bring the chains out if you like, get me a soda while I'm here. So the Huskers' big first down keeps this drive alive. They're now at the 40-yard line of the Langley Rams. Under 10 minutes to go, first half, and they are up by a touchdown. Dorsey now, lots of motion. Handoff, or pardon me, play action. Dorsey, nice little move. Jukes past the defender, picks up the first down.
31, Samir McCall was able to bring him down, but not before he does a nice running here. Little hop step, and he's off to the races. Picks up the first down, and they're 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line.
11-yard run for Dorsey. Give him 19 on 3 carries.
Really good job of stiff-arming McGall, getting those extra yards that he needed for the first down.
He is very elusive, Mr. Dorsey. Excellent job with his feet this year. They'll load up the box, but Harb is going to slip his way over to the left side. And another nice gain there for number 0 out of Winnipeg.
Well, Harb does a really good job here. I say really good job a lot. I'm sorry, guys.
Well,
I'll try and come up with better words.
He's calling it. You're calling it like it is.
Yeah. He just steps out and gets around the tackle and to the outside, picks up about 4.5 yards, or 5.5 yards, 6 yards there.
Give Harb 24, or pardon me, I'm looking at the receiving tally, and so 17 yards for Jawad Harb this afternoon on 6 carries. Second down, Dorsey surveys the landscape. He's under pressure, slips through that like Houdini, throws that wide, and the receivers had to play defensive back on that one. Nice defensive play there by Drew Lirang of the Langley Rams.
Well, he thought he was getting an interception in the end zone there. And like you said, the receivers had to turn to defensive backs and stop this, because I like how Dorsey gets to the outside here. scrambles really well, and he throws well on the run, but he just didn't get enough on that. Or maybe too much, depending on who he was thrown to. You had Peyton Lake up front and Caverly out back. So Caverly comes back and knocks it out of his hands.
Dorsey 5 for 7, as here is the field goal lined up, and that one through the uprights, and a nice kick of about, what are we looking at, 33, 34 yards on that play?
Yeah, I think so. Just shy of the 40, yep, 33 yards.
So field goals of 34 and 33 yards off the leg of Carson Turner. Huskers in front, 13-3, under 8 minutes to go here in the first half, and a nice drive for the Valley Huskers.
That was a really good job by the Huskers. They ate up a lot of time off the clock, marched it down the field, and the Rams are going to just take the ball on the 35 once again here. They're having a bit of a trial and tribulations with the kickoff, so a smart idea here, just taking it there.
Tedeschi, the veteran wide receiver, was lined up on the left side, but they'll hand off instead, and that was a wise decision as a big pickup there for the Langley Rams. Number 28, Bruce Jones, bashing ahead.
Well, that's a really good job by the O-line to rip him a hole here, and Jones just fell forward, ran forward, and did a really good job of picking up 8 yards.
He picked up 8. He had 9 on the first 3 carries, so almost doubles that. Huskers all show 3. So Rams will try their luck with Bruce Jones again, and he is bullied back, but we'll see if his forward momentum gets him the first down.
I think he's going to be quite a bit short there. I don't think he made it in. I think as the Rams have to go for it here when you're so close.
I'm not sure if that was early movement on the Rams side.
I don't think it was whistled in yet, yeah.
And after the Huskers were penalized early and often in the first quarter, it could be a costly penalty.
No flag. But,
no flag.
But the play wasn't whistled in. So you can't throw a penalty on a play that doesn't exist. So
I knew we kept you around for something.
But here, now the play's whistled in, now they can go. And that's the one thing you got to worry about in Canadian rules football, is that the clock stops at every play and the ball's set.
Now they'll try the Wildcat, plowing ahead, and that one will work. A nice play call there from the coaching staff of Langley. Will pick up the first down.
Well, that's Badenhorst too. I mean, really smart play. He comes out of the tight end position, drops under center, and hammers it in for a first down.
Yeah, they'll give him 3 yards on that, and a very important 3 yards for Langley, though, to keep this drive alive.
Someone must have been watching the game last night, because Will Disley did this to the Chiefs. He, on a sneak play, came in out of the tight end position, took the snap, and just got the 1 yard they needed.
Harbaugh 6-0 in NFL openers. As Norman drops back, and he's swallowed up. And there's a sack for Jack Winey.
Well, Norman tried to step up in the pocket, and Jack Winey came to dance. Really good job by Winey here. Norman pulls it back, and he's going to take off, and Winey's just able to get off his blocker, who you really can't blame. I mean, he had 2 options there: let him go or hold him.
First sack of the year for Jack Winey, who's battled some injuries this season, but has a lot of potential coming out of the NCAA Division II, a national champion there in New York. Norman looking back. That one batted down. David Carter out of Atlanta gets his hand up, and little volleyball spike, if you will, back down to the turf.
You know, the thing with David Carter is you don't hear his name very often, but he always makes his presence felt in every game. And this is the second one here tonight that we've seen him. He does a really good job of getting up there. His best Thierry Tart impersonation, get that big hand up in the way and knock the ball out of the air.
So Norman now 2 for 7 throwing the ball, as the Rams will look to punt this from their own 30-yard line. A real nice booming kick. And this time the Huskers may have dodged a bullet as that slipped through the hands of the receiver. I think it was Grady Andrea. And then a little tussle for that ball after the play.
The Huskers players got the ball, so.
That would have been a momentum shifter
Langley's
if Ramley comes up with that.
Number 27 is, what do we got there? Marcus Zalewski-Thorne was able to get on top of that ball and make sure that the Huskers kept position. As I said earlier, the number one thing on the punt is maintain possession of the ball. And Andrea gets up there and kind of slips a bit, and the ball gets out of his hands. But the 20 on the other side, Drew Cushway, overshot the ball. It was wide open for him, and he overshot it.
So from the 26, the Huskers will look to set things up with two receivers near side in motion. Hand off instead. Harb tries to round his way on the left side. Flag comes out instead. And they are doing their best to get Jawad Harb involved in this game by any means necessary.
That's going to be a 10-yard penalty. There's a hold here.
So they'll be pushed back to the 16-yard line.
Well, and I don't know. They might decline the penalty because they didn't go anywhere with it. Yep, decline the penalty.
Well,
Make it 2nd and 10. No point going back to 1st and 20. Go to 2nd and 10.
So the Rams have held Harb in check. He's sitting at about 17 yards on the evening. Huskers do lead by 10 with just over 4 minutes to go here first half. Dorsey steps back, 4-man pressure from the Rams. He sends that long.
Just overshoots Peyton Lake. Peyton Lake had a beat on that too, but it was just a little bit too far out of his way.
So after 4 straight completions for Dorsey, he's not connected on his last 2.
Well, this one here was take a shot play here. You know, we're down to about 4 minutes left in the half. Thought maybe take a shot, catch him, press him forward. A lot of short passes, a lot of run. That was a really good play call. Just could not connect between Dorsey and Peyton Lake.
Dorsey 5 for 8 for about 60 yards here this evening. More importantly, though, his team is up by 10 points, nearing the 3-minute warning. Here's the kick. Carson Turner will angle that to the right side. Now the Huskers have to do a little dance to try to get it. Carson Turner got it again.
Yes, he did.
He's done it again. Second time this year, Carson Turner, the kicker, swoops in and gets his own play. I would like to time him in the 100-yard dash. My goodness.
Well, that was such a smart play there because it's bouncing, and they're letting it bounce because everything. So here, Carson Turner kicks it. Then he's after it right away. So it's a shorter one, and the Huskers are letting it bounce, and Carson Turner jumps in there. The Rams weren't touching it because they wanted their 5 yards. Yeah, very smart play.
Now, I believe it was against the Kelms Broncos in the home opener that it happened the first time.
Yeah.
And it almost looks like a designed play. You get it once, it's kind of a lucky play. You get it more than once, it's like, maybe they're actually practicing this thing.
Yep. No flag on the play.
Huge turn of events, and the Langley Rams are pleading their case to the referees, but they'll need a much higher priced attorney to win this case.
Yeah.
Huskers keep possession late in the second quarter, and they will now start up from the 51-yard line and keep this momentum going. Give to Harb. Slices through the hole. Jawad Harb now works his way over, and then a great tackle there, and he may be just shy of the first down. We'll see where they mark it. It's very close.
Sam Laspa, number 23 for the Rams, probably made a touchdown-saving tackle here. We had a Harb getting to the outside, and he just went down low and took his feet out from underneath him. Beautiful tackle.
Fantastic job here, Matt, by the offensive line over on the left side.
Yes. Gave him that hole to get through. And then Laspa just kicks out underneath him. He actually had to throw his forearm out.
Go.
And there's a completion, and the Huskers will keep this drive alive and get it down to the 26-yard line.
Well, Kangura is making contributions tonight. Got the first touchdown. Huge play here. Picks up about 15 yards.
3-minute warning.
Well, I think it was 26 yards on that play.
Oh, was it?
They were back at way back near the center stripe. And they are now sitting pretty at about the 26-yard line on that play.
So we've had the 3-minute warning here.
So Dorsey approaching 100 yards on the quarter. A low snap, though, picks it up. He'll look, he'll run. Rolling out right's going to hold instead. Avoids the first tackle, high step. Avoids contact, which I think is very important, and takes what could have been a very negative play and picks up 5 with his legs.
Well, it's smart play by number 10, C.J. Augustine. He was coming in there like a heat-seeking missile. Dorsey goes out of bounds, and he pulls up smartly.
Is being hunted there, number 33, Casco Tagan was pursuing him. 2:33 to go here in the second quarter. Huskers up 10 and threatening.
We got a man down on the far side there. Got to stop in the play here.
Now remember the Huskers trying to make out the number. The further away they get from us with the way the jerseys are, the tougher it gets for these old eyes to pick up who it is.
Yeah.
The good news is they're up. Is that Harb?
Is it Harb?
Was that, no, number 9, Caverly. Which is tough. He's had 2 big catches.
He's such a good blocker, too. When Harb's running the ball, Caverly's a guy you want out there. He's such a big guy, big, strong young man that can move bodies. So you like having him out there.
Trey White, 2 receivers set to the near side. That's where Dorsey will look. He'll throw it. Trey White, touchdown, Huskers!
Wow. And just like that, 3 plays, 4 plays later, they go from punting to scoring. Trey White got a good breakout there. I think Dorsey saw it all the way, saw that he had separation on the defenders in front of him, and just puts it out there where only he could catch it. 3 guys trailing him.
So a pair of touchdown throws for Keyshawn Dorsey, and the Huskers up 20-3. Now where the mathematics angle comes in,
47, be stupid.
because the Langley Rams won by 5 or 6
Kicker.
in the first game, the Huskers have to win basically by a touchdown in this game. So the more points they can get, the better it is for the tiebreaker.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be huge. That is going to be huge.
So a real nice drive by the Huskers, aided by that punt and recover of Carson Turner. Unsung hero for the Huskers. Up by 17 with 2.5 to go here in the first half. Huskers offense has looked as good as it did against the Kamloops Broncos.
Hey, Valley,
in this
you
game.
need one more. More. There you go.
Unfortunately, we're having some listening in.
We like to call this a bird's eye, well, not bird's ear view, I guess it would be. And that whistle was awfully shrill. I had a teacher that sounded like that once in elementary school. As the Langley Rams will pick that up on the 15-yard line. Natol Tedeschi taken down after a decent return where he will get up to the 31-yard line.
Okay, so the last time the Huskers and the Rams played, 1925. 25 for the Langley, 19 for the Huskers.
So 6-point advantage.
6 points. So with the tiebreaker, they're going to want to win by more than 6.
Well, they're looking good now if they can keep this momentum up, but it is a long game of football, and we haven't even played half of it yet. As we see the little guys getting set for some halftime entertainment there in the tunnel, they've got to be awfully thrilled.
Well, stick around for this, folks, at the halftime. Grab a quick snack and get back to the TV, because this is Adam's six men, one of the best forms of football in the world.
Norman finds his man, and a nice catch and a very good tackle there by Cadogan. It'll be a 9-yard reception there for 88, and that is Marcus Jones.
Johnny Cadogan comes in here and just squares him up. Takes him out quite nicely. Jones turns upfield here, and he doesn't have a lot of room to go, so he kind of lowers the shoulder, but Cadogan got underneath him. Number 4, Hunter Norman, kept the ball there. Bit of a fire drill. Got the first down, it looks like, and then a flag came flying out afterwards. A little heated going on out there.
Well, you know what? If things are not going the way that you would practice and hope they would, tempers can flare a little bit, especially in the later stages of a half. Norman, though, picks up the first down. It'll be... Or did he pick up the first down?
It looks like he did.
They've yet to move the sticks. They needed, well, just over a yard, and if it stands, he would have gotten 2.
Well, look, I think it was number 25, Cole Shanks, getting a little feisty in the bottom of the pile there.
Hey, rough. Number 60 on the offense. That's a 15 penalty.
So Jordan Sy gets called for roughing one of the offensive linemen for the Langley Rams, and so that run will go for naught, and a big penalty against the Rams in the later stages of this half will push them all the way back inside the 30-yard line to about the 28.
That's interesting, because I saw number 22 kind of working number 25, Cole Shanks, backing out of the play and around to the back into the, his position type thing. And maybe it was an unnecessary roughness against him. I thought he was the unnecessary rougher.
Norman under center. Play action as he faked the handoff to Jones, braces for impact. Intercepted! Huskers will pick it up, and it's Raiden Maston with the INT, and then extra yards will be tacked on at the end of that play.
Raiden Maston read that the whole way, undercut that. Beautiful job. And Junior Manaka's over there pleading his case. Not sure what happened right after the play there, but let's watch this interception one more time, because this is fabulous. Maston just reads this. He sees Dorsey's got nowhere to go with it. He's rolling out to his left, fires it down. Maston just undercuts it, takes the ball. Gets a little shove after the fact.
It's right here where all the pushing. I think he didn't like the fact that Baden Horst gave a light shove at the end of that play. And
number 4 on the offense. That was after the interception, so 15 yards from the end of the play.
So the Huskers' Junior Munyaka didn't like his teammate and getting roughed up a little bit and decided to go the extra mile. Nonetheless, 3rd interception against Norman this year of the Rams, and Raiden Maston with the big INT for the Huskers.
Beautiful interception.
And give Maston his first interception of the season. Dorsey steps back, checks twice, throws that long and out of bounds where nobody can get it, in kind of a bit of a broken play there.
I thought Trey White was trying to get open, trying to get some separation, and just couldn't. Really good defensive play. He had number 7, Cade Handy, and number 10, CJ Augustine, kind of sandwiching him. And a smart play by Dorsey to just throw it away.
So the Huskers 2nd and 10, 1:44 to go in the second quarter. Up by 17. Lots of receivers in motion, 3 to the near side, and that's where he was going, but he returns the favor and still on his feet. Number 7 for the Langley Rams. He's going to score a pick six. And the momentum switches, and this stadium is packed with Rams fans, and they come to life for the first time this game.
Well, it's number 7, Cade Handy. He steps into that one, and it looked like Dorsey is throwing it right to him. But he steps into that one, and a great run down the sideline. Got some blocks. Really good job by Cade Handy. Dorsey wants this one back for sure. There he goes. Cade Handy picks it out of the air, and off to the races he goes. No one seems to be able to take him out of bounds there. Really good stutter step. Back around his blockers, up the field. Big number 99, leading him into the end zone.
Well, that was a determined Rams offensive line to get in front and make sure no one was touching, or defensive front, pardon me, as Rams will look to cut this lead in half and slice that through the uprights, just shy of the goal posts. And a minute 31 to go, and we got a football game. It's 20-10 Valley Huskers.
Well, you got to think the Rams felt like they're falling out of it, especially with the Huskers, doing very well there, moving the ball, and then to turn around and take that pick and score with it just before the half really gives them some life here. That's a motivator for any team.
Dorsey,
Beautiful run by Cade Handy.
6 for 11, 84 yards, 2 touchdown passes, 1 interception. Been very eventful for number 6 of the Valley Huskers in black as they will get set to go back on offense to possibly close out this half. We'll see if the Rams try an onside kick to keep momentum going. And sometimes you get a little bit of a sneaking feeling that they feel momentum's on their side. I could be completely mistaken, and I think I am, because everybody lined up normal now.
You got to be careful, because when you start to, you can't pick Lady Luck too many times, because then your luck runs out.
They'll try a line drive instead. That one scooped up. Raiden Maston will try his way up the left side, avoids 1 tackle, and then taken down. The dog pile continues, and Mr. Maston will scrape himself back up. Rebounds like he always does. And the Huskers with a chance at the ball at the 20-yard line, up by 10, a minute 24 to go here, second quarter. How do you rebound from a big interception? You come off that high where you had the interception.
Yep.
And then they turn the tables, and not only that, they score on that play. So mentally, what do you need to do to focus?
Next play. You focus on the next play. You can't do anything about the plays behind you. So you focus on the next one, right? I mean, you're going to review it in tape next week. You're going to talk about it next week. But there's no point talking about it or thinking about it right now. Be a goldfish. Move on to the next play.
Huskers with a handoff there, and a nice one up the middle. Is that Grady Andrea?
I think so.
Very
Yes, it is.
quick on his feet.
We haven't seen Harb come back out yet, so I'm wondering if he's just taking the rest of the half off here or if he's out of the game. But Andrea does a nice little breakdown there.
And he got the first down.
Cuts to the outside, picks up a first down.
3-man pressure from the Rams. Dorsey's going to launch it. He's got his target. Lake with the reception, and they'll throw a flag at the defender for a late hit.
Well, let's see if they consider it a catch here. So here's the throw. Catches it there. And then just gets blown up.
If it stands, it's a 41-yard reception
But did he hold on to it?
for Peyton Lake. I know that's the question. I think the referee's discussing that very fact right now. Never an easy job at a game that goes at lightning speed at times. Looks like they're going to count it.
On that play, it's number 9, 15-yard.
Woo! So 41-yard reception.
And then a 15-yard penalty on the end of it. And now he's getting another flag.
Oh, my. This half cannot come quick enough for the Langley Rams.
Wow.
I mean, football's a violent game, often played by violent gentlemen, and emotions get heated, and flags come out. More flags than the United Nations to end this half.
Objectionable conduct, that's 10 yards.
I think the Rams felt hard done by that last call. I think they thought what you were saying, that he didn't catch it. If anything, it's a pass interference maybe.
Yeah.
And they didn't like that at all, and so they voiced their displeasure, and the referee did not agree with their assessment and threw another big play. So that is 71 yards of offense off of one play, 2 15-yard penalties and a 41-yard reception.
Yeah, I don't know. I like just watching. And here's the thing, that we've got the benefit of the replay. I want to say that to everybody out there listening right now. Referees don't, right? There is no replay in junior football. We got the benefit of the replay. It almost looked like he did not catch that ball.
Yeah. Well, until they, introduce AI for referees down on the field, and
yeah, it's not going to happen. I mean, we're talking junior football still, right? It's not. We're not talking the CFL. We're not talking the NFL. We're not going to see replays.
I just want to throw a quick shout out to Dwayne Ford and Luke Wilson, former Seahawk, were talking about junior football, and something Dwayne Ford said I absolutely loved. He wants to see a junior draft like they do in hockey, like they do in lacrosse. He said there's so much talent in the CJFL.
Yeah.
He goes, you look at the St. Clair Saints that won the Canadian Bowl last year, and you don't see any of them on CFL, even practice rosters right now. And he said that needs to change because there's so much good talent in this league. The only time it happens if they're eligible if they played U sport, and then they go back to junior football. So shout out to those guys for bringing up the CJFL and making a valid point. As there's the handoff, and Grady Andrea just rode behind the offensive line and then slides ahead and gets a little closer to the goal line.
Well, great job. You got big number 58, Travis Richley, in on that play again. Really good job by Richley. He's had a great game today, slowing down the run. But Andrea here seems to have found
look at right
solution
behind the offensive lineman. I love it until he kind of parted away, and then by then it was too late.
Richley does a great job getting over there and getting on top of him really fast.
Inside the 10-yard line, now just inside a hair inside as Dorsey checks to the left, keeps it himself. He's got the goal line in sight, plows ahead, and I think he is just going to be shy of the touchdown.
I think so,
Great
too.
run by Keyshawn Dorsey.
Well, he wanted that touchdown. He was, I'm going in myself. And here he takes off. Has a fabulous run. He's surveying the field, nothing there, steps up, gets to the outside, and he's being tackled there, jumps out of it, and number 10 loses his helmet. But when he hit the ground, he hit the pin. So I think that should have been a touchdown.
Well, they give him about 12 yards on that run. It is the first down, though. Huskers a yard shy of the goal line. Dorsey 36 yards on the ground. Well over 100 yards through the air.
Well, and he took a hit, too. Augustine hit him hard. Blew off his helmet, he hit him so hard. And Dorsey was just aiming for that goal line.
Well, if you remember last year, maybe the year before, Tyron Duvall, also very elusive, but smaller than Dorsey. Dorsey's got a little bit of that bigger frame, played 3 years of college and university here in Canada, and so with that size and experience can maybe take the hits a little more durable than maybe a smaller quarterback would be running the ball.
And Augustine threw everything he had at it to stop him, too. Successful for a minute here, but it's on the 1 yard line.
Now, C.J. Augustine, terrific Rams junior career, had a ton of interceptions last year for them. One of the veterans on a rebuilding Rams team that lost the Jones brothers, along with a number of other very important pieces. Huskers now with Dorsey in the gun. And I believe Jawad Harb back on the field flanking him to the left, and they'll give it to Harb. He doesn't have a rushing touchdown until now. Touchdown, Huskers! Jawad Harb finds the end zone with 30 seconds to go in the half.
Beautiful job. Beautiful job by the O-line to bust that hole open. Harb uses his patience, his vision, and just bursts in there. Really good job.
So 2 receiving touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown for the Huskers in this first half. 26-10 lead with the point after attempt on the way. This has been an exciting game in this first half. Lots of action, lots of emotion. Exactly what you want in a rivalry game with a trophy on the line.
I thought we were going into half, what seems like hours ago, with a 20-3 game. Now we're at 27-10, and there's still 30 seconds to go. Wow, this is crazy.
That means stick around, don't go anywhere, because anything can happen here in the CJFL, especially in the BC Football Conference.
Well, I think the problem that we have here now is we got the 6-man Adams to play at halftime, and it's past their bedtime.
They're like, Mom, can I get a sandwich while I'm waiting?
You know, it's funny, a lot of sports, you can really take the last couple of minutes of the first half, or the either end of the halves of football. You go into basketball, same sort of thing. You know, you really drag out those last couple of minutes. But this is pushing the limits here, guys. This had to be about 20, 25 minutes.
BC Lions sadly found that out last night on a last-second touchdown for the Ottawa Red Blacks that had them blow a big lead and lose the game. Natol Tedeschi winds his way through, barges ahead, taken out just shy of the 40-yard line, and the Rams will go to work here with 24 seconds left in the half and down by 17.
Aston Ballman here. Beautiful wrap up and tackle. You get a nice return up the sideline here, finds a path, gets a move on it, and then Beaumont wraps him up and just rolls him out of bounds. Is that 17?
So
Tedeschi.
It looks like tonight the West Shore Rebels are running away with a huge win in that game.
72-0.
We'll get you the out-of-town scoreboard in just a moment. Yeah, it was 72-0. 36-0 though for the Sun at home against the very improved Prince George Kodiaks, but showing very improved. You still have a ways to go to play with the big boys.
Yeah.
That's good news for the Huskers because the Kodiaks sitting in third place, but only 4 points up on the Huskers. Huskers
play them twice.
Huskers play them twice, so lots of very meaningful games here in the second half.
Yeah.
Rams will go to work here again. Jones with the run and met with force and then taken down after a pickup of maybe 1 on that play.
Yeah, it's going to be a yard, half yard or a yard short of the first down. We got 4 seconds left on the clock. So this is going to be the last play here of the half, barring a penalty. And you got to take a shot for the end zone or down the field here.
I believe he had the carry before as I was talking, unfortunately. That got him 8 yards on that one. Norman steps back, finds his receiver, a nice little juke move there, and then he slips on the field.
The turf monster got him on that one. That's the half.
But a reception for the Langley Rams will put this half to bed, and the Huskers with the 27-10 lead. We'll quickly see the replay here, Matt.
Little drop down pass here.
It was Badenhorst.
Badenhorst went to cut back. He saw that he had a cut back lane, and he just couldn't get his feet underneath him. Once again.
So that'll give Norman about 40 yards on that 12-yard catch and run by Badenhorst. But that'll put this half to bed, and we will take a break. We'll be back before the third quarter kickoff. Your Huskers lead 27-10 on BCFC TV and on TELUS 1981.
Tell me what's next. Follow me, I'll show you what's next. Cause you ain't doing nothing unless you making them sweat. Unless you making them sweat. Watch yourself cause we making them sweat. Cause you ain't doing nothing unless you making them move. Turn up the beat and blow out the fuse. We too wild for somebody to snooze. Me or you, look who they gon' choose. You know who they choose. Want it, I got it. Kick the door down, we are not knocking. You a dollar bill up in my pocket. I can see the future and it's looking like profit. So tune up the 808 baseline check. They stay complacent, me, I'm a threat. Big moves only how I connect. Living it large, no need to reflect. Came from the bottom, now I'm on deck. They get stuck while I progress. Can tell where it's going, I seen this, I know all your steps. Now we over that, tell me what's next. Come on everybody, follow me, I'll show you what's next. Cause you ain't doing nothing unless you making them sweat. Unless you making them sweat. Watch your step cause we making them sweat. Yeah, you ain't doing nothing unless you making them. Making them sweat. Making them sweat. Making them sweat. Making them sweat. Making them sweat.
What you gonna do?
Making them sweat.
You gonna come closer?
Making them sweat. Making them sweat.
You gonna stare forever?
Making them sweat.
Do you wanna get to know me?
Making them sweat.
Get your confidence up. 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 Get your confidence up.
Tune up the 808 baseline check. They stay complacent, me, I'm a threat. Big moves only how I connect. Living it large, no need to reflect. Came from the bottom, now I'm on deck. They get stuck while I progress. Can tell where it's going, I seen this, I know all your steps. And we over that, tell me what's next. Follow me, I'll show you what's next. Cause you ain't doing nothing unless you making them sweat. Unless you making them sweat. Watch your step cause we making them sweat. Cause you ain't doing nothing unless you making them.
Get your confidence up. 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 Feels like we're dancing in the eye of a storm. Between the gray skies, blurred lines, waiting for the dawn. Forget about the outside, baby, for the first time. I can finally breathe. Maybe this is our night, nothing but a storm, right? And now I take the lead. Ooh, lose control and be alive.
halftime is over and the Valley Huskers up 27-10, set to kick this off. Into the twilight, picked up by Hassan. Oh, and a good return by Hassan. Gets it up inside the 45-yard line in great field position for the Langley Rams to start this third quarter.
Hassan got a really good head of steam on him there and just kept coming. He had a bit of trouble with a few of the kicks earlier. No trouble with that one, that's for sure. Really good pickup. 46-yard line, they're going to get a 1st and 10.
So Norman, who was 4 of 10, no touchdowns, 1 interception, threw for 40 yards. He is set to stay under center, flanked by 2 running backs. 1 receiver near side, 2 to the far side. They'll load it right up the middle, and Bruce Jones plows his way ahead, picks up 3, maybe 4 yards on the play.
Number 25, Cole Shanks in on the tackle there. Number 94, who do we got? 94, Nick Reimer. And Cole Shanks teaming up for a tackle there. Really good job of only giving up about 3 yards.
So that'll give Mr. Jones 30 yards on this evening as the Rams 2nd and 7.
He's run so hard you'd think it was more, but he's really just getting 3 yards at a time.
And it is Carter, OT, and Reimer up front for the Huskers. As Norman looks nowhere to go, and he is taken down by that front 3. Second sack for the Huskers this afternoon.
Number 1 is Aiden Harker, and he came in there and made that play because they had him running around in the backfield. And a really good job by the front 3 to get the O-line onto their back heel, move him around, and as he goes to take off, he gets wrapped up there.
That's Reimer. Looks like
Reimer
94.
Again, yeah, 94. Nick Reimer, really good job. Really good. That's the only term I know tonight, it seems.
Well, it's been a lot of good plays. It's the punt.
They're really good plays.
To set off there, and for Reimer, that is 1.5 sacks on the season. Grady Andrea jukes his way ahead, and then a flag comes over the last moment.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a holding call here at the last minute. You know what? I didn't think that they gave him enough yards here. Andrea fields it in the air cleanly, but it looks like a Rams pretty tight in there. Let's see if we can. Well, no, he doesn't come in until afterwards. Okay, my bad. But there's a block in the back, maybe?
Yeah, it's a penalty against the Huskers. It looks like it's the chains being moved back further, so long field for Keyshawn Dorsey, who was 7 of 12 in that first half. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 125 yards through the air and running the ball. Dorsey, very impressive. 5 runs for 36 yards.
Yeah, he's had quite the day today. He tried to get that one into the end zone and just couldn't quite punch it in. But he's played very well.
So Huskers deep in their own territory. 2 receivers near side. 1 to the far side. Give instead. Right up the middle, and a nice run there for the Huskers. Plowing ahead, and is Jawad Harb.
Well, that O-line is starting to work against that D-line quite well. And you're starting to see some cracks, and they're popping some holes open. You saw it with Andrea first, and now you're seeing it with Harb. And they're finding some room to run and just bursting through that line, picking up big chunks of yard.
Big 11-yard run for Jawad Harb, puts him at 39 on this evening.
Wow, and that's a first down too.
Dorsey barks out the signals. Hole open for a moment, and then the Rams close the door very quickly.
Yeah, 0 on the Rams, who is Sean Cullen. It's the first time we've called his name today, but he's been a big presence in the middle of the field, and he came downhill there and shut the door on Harb.
Yeah, he is one of the veterans, one of the leaders on this Rams defensive unit.
There's Harb, takes it there, and he thinks there's a hole.
They'll give him 1 yard on that play.
Yeah.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Dorsey looks 3-man front for the Rams. Hole closes. Dorsey still scrambling, waits, trying to buy time for his receivers. Throws that wide and long, and I think that was on purpose. If there was no one available, he was just going to get rid of the ball.
I don't know if he saw him, but number 8, Armin Sharma, was wide open on the side. They left him unattended, and he started moving around trying to get Dorsey to pick him up because he had nobody behind him.
So that'll bring up third down and a long punt. Coming up, hopefully, for Carson Turner. Deep in his own territory once again. He's had experience at this, well, the third or fourth time he has punted this from inside his own 20 in this football game. Hassan, the lone returner in the back, a low snap, and good job by Carson Turner. It's actually Natol Tedeschi, and he has to backtrack into the 33-yard lines where he picks it up, and then he'll be dropped down inside the 40.
Yeah, 39, 38-yard line. They're able to get him down, and that's a great punt. Lots of movement on that ball. What I like about our kicker here, Turner, is he gets some movement on the ball. He kind of kicks it on an angle, and here it hits the ground and just keeps going.
He was an all-star in Winnipeg as a high school kicker, and that's translated very well here to the junior ranks in his first season with the Valley Huskers. 2 in the backfield for the Rams as the Huskers bring 3 up front. They'll give it to Badenhorst, and the native of California
he picked up some
moves
yardage.
ahead.
Picked up some really good yardage on that one. Fell ahead. Picked up about 7 on that one. Beautiful job by Badenhurst. Hits the line hard here. The O-line gets him some room to run. Hits the pile. Stays low. Really good job by Badenhurst.
Now, I say native of California. I have to double check that. I know he went to school in California, whether he's from there or not. I don't want any angry texts later from relatives. It's a handoff to Badenhorst again, and he's got the first down. Ooh, nice little juke move, and then nice low hit there by by Aiden Harker of the Huskers.
Yeah, Aiden Harker coming in low there. Badenhurst, such a solid runner, solid young man down there. And he cuts through the line here, kind of just hops to the outside, makes a defender miss, makes a couple of miss, but Aiden Harker just takes those feet out from underneath him.
Only needed 3, he got about 7.
Yeah, good run.
29 yards on the evening for Badenhorst as he'll stay out there, flanking his quarterback. They give to Bruce Jones instead, and a big hole opens up. Then it closed. Huskers may have got away with one there. They looked almost like a helmet on helmet with Shanks, but no damage, no call. 6-yard pickup for Jones.
Yeah, Jones and Badenhurst run so hard, and they block very good. Watch Badenhurst here. He gets to the outside and blows up a blitzer, and Jones takes it the other way.
So the Rams from the 49-yard line. They are missing Reggie Ellie, also an outstanding running back for them, as Jones, big back. He and Jawad Harb look like they're kind of broken out of the same mold, if you will.
Carbon copies, yeah. They massive quads. They run hard, get those shoulders downfield, and just hammer it. Here he goes. He hops to the outside here, gives a little push off there, and just keeps those legs pumping.
Well, 28 yards for rushing. Sorry, Matt, in the first 5 rushes for the Rams, who look like they're establishing the ground game a bit here.
Well, Cole Shanks on the tackle there, and it really that was a really good play to keep the yardage down.
Norman finds his man on a bullet. It's number 88, and that's Marcus Jones with the reception.
Well, Bruce Jones, Marcus Jones, the Jones brothers are getting. I don't think they're really brothers.
No, but if you have the last name Jones, you have to play for the Rams because they had 3 on the roster last season.
Trey Terrell, yeah.
Big pickup there to 88.
And
Gain of about 12 on that play.
Cadogan just shuts him down too. Nice hit.
A running play for Bruce Jones. Didn't pick up much on that one.
No, I think the defense is getting settled. Is going to get settled down here. The Rams are doing a good job of keeping the pace going, and hammering, and the Huskers need to slow this down, stuff them a few times. get them playing from behind the sticks.
They'll give him 4 on that one. That'll be 2nd and 6. Norman with the handoff again, and the big Bulls keep running for the Rams.
Well, he's just going to be shy of the first down marker there. I don't think he quite makes it.
That was Jones. So he would have got 3 on that play and give him, suddenly he's up to 48 yards
Wow.
in the game. And
He's picked up quite a few fouls here in the second half. And the offense is going to stay out there on 3rd and 3. Deep in the Huskers territory. Huskers need a big stop here.
Norman flanked by 2. Throws it to Natol Tedeschi, gets the first down.
Tedeschi does a great job of just getting down, getting past the markers and turning around. Norman, smart play there, just fire the ball off to him quick.
Yeah, about 8 yards on that one.
Yeah, only needed 3, so you get past the first down marker and turn around, and beautiful job by Norman to pick him up.
So back-to-back completions for Norman and the Rams. Norman steps back, feels the heat, rolls out right. He'll keep it, and he'll head to the sidelines and get out of bounds before he's taken out of bounds.
The Rams offense is doing a very good job here of moving this ball down the field. You think the Huskers really want to make a stop here, maybe hold them to a field goal if they can. But for the Rams, down 17 points, over halfway past the third period here, third quarter, they're going for it all the way.
It has been a long drive for the Rams, about 9 plays. There's the give right up the middle, and they keep pushing.
Badenhurst getting it down to about the 3-yard line. He's just so solidly built, tough to take down. When he gets squared up downfield and he's running downhill on you, he's going to make it hurt tackling him. And there he keeps the legs driving. Braden Maston has to come in. Everybody's tackling him high. They got to get down around those ankles on him. You're not going to tackle Badenhurst up around the shoulders.
6 carries, 34 yards for Badenhurst. The Rams knocking on the door here. Norman with 2 in the backfield. Holds on to it, rolls out right perfectly, placed pass, but it's incomplete. That one was a beautiful pass by Norman, but
it was number 25, Cole Shanks, that gets in there and breaks that up. Marcus Jones was the target, and Cole Shanks was able to get a hand in there and knock it down.
So Norman struggled in the first half, but is 2 of 3 throwing, and that should have been 3 of 3, honestly, if not for a great defensive play by the Huskers. Just under 5 minutes to go here, third quarter. Huskers up by 17. Both teams changing some units, as I think the Rams are going to go for another 3 to shave this deficit down to a 2-touchdown one.
Well, I think they're calling a timeout here, and they're going to discuss this.
That is only second down, pardon me.
Yeah. They're going to have a conversation about this. They need to get 7 points here. It's going to be huge for them. And it's funny because at the break, I was down below there, and I heard the defensive coordinator for the Huskers saying, I don't want to see history repeating itself. It's a 0-0 game going into the second half. And the Huskers got to take it that way because it is just, wow, that's a wild moon. Look at that. Look at the moon.
Your ADHD kicking in?
Yeah. Well, they put it up on the screen, and I'm like, wow, that's awesome.
Well,
wow.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Very Halloween-y, which is not that far away.
Yeah, tomorrow is the red moon. So that's just prelude.
The Lord of Light awaits you, to quote Game of Thrones. As the Rams now will discuss things a little bit further here, deep inside Huskers territory, down by 3 scores.
Well, it looks like we might have an injury. That's maybe it wasn't a timeout. It was an injury on the Huskers player as he's being assisted off the field there.
So Norman's been rolling, and he'll stay, and he'll head under center 2 receivers over to the near side, 1 to the far side, 2 in the backfield. They'll load up the front line, will the Rams, and there's the pitch back to Badenhorst, and he is met with force, and he is taken down.
Very good defensive play there. I like the play call. Badenhorst in motion is tough to stop, but the Rams fire in there and do it.
It doesn't look like they picked up anything. They're stuck on the 3-yard line
Pitch
still.
play there, and Ofosu Henny's there. I can't see who the defensive back or the halfback who came up and shut it down. But now, is that Badenhorst?
Yeah, it looks like he is in some discomfort. He's got the helmet off.
Yeah. It
Good
hurts.
news.
That really hurts for the Rams. He is such a solid runner, such a big body.
Looks like Damon Badenhorst, according to Huddle,
Yep.
says that he played West Los Angeles College.
Okay.
Could be the wrong one. Maybe there's another Damon Badenhorst, but that's the trouble, unfortunately, with junior football. Sometimes you got to do a little deep dive into the internet, and you still don't come up with what you want. 4:12 remaining.
It's unfortunate for that young man who just hopped off the field. He wasn't putting any weight on his right ankle. That's unfortunate for him because he had a really good drive here. He's been playing very well tonight, and now he's got to take a seat.
Well, now they will bring in number 24 in his place, Lucas Bulking. There's a handoff ahead, plowing ahead. Does Jones have it? Wait for the signal from the referee as he tries to sort out the pile.
I think they stopped him. There he goes, Boking, and there he gets stopped there, and he gets turned around, and he's down.
Well, they stopped Jones. He got 2 yards on it.
Wow. On the 1-yard line. That's a huge stop.
Valley Huskers come up big on 3rd down. They've got a long field to go here now, though. Without their leading receiver, Dag Mora, who is away tonight. Peyton Lake has not been targeted much this year. He has been a model of efficiency when he's got it. 3 touchdowns already this year. As now, to launch that one, kind of a knuckleball, and
that's going to be a penalty.
then a pass interference call. Caverly.
Caverly turned for the ball, and the defender just ran him down.
A little bit of luck for the Huskers there, and a bad penalty against the Langley Rams, who saw what looked like automatic points on the board now turn to the Huskers getting out of the shadow of their goalposts.
Number 9, Charlie Campbell, defensive back for the Rams, didn't bother to even turn around, just ran right into Caverly, and that's going to move the ball way up the field for him.
And that's an easy call for the officials on that play.
Went from the 1-yard line to the 16-yard line on that single play.
So the Rams will keep 3 up front and may bring a little more pressure now, and it looks like they are going to bring more pressure. Dorsey rolling left, throws it on the run, picked off. He jumped the route, and a big play for the Langley Rams.
Massive.
Second interception. And this one by number 31.
Samir Mughal. Samir Mughal here just jumps the play. I mean, there's no other. Dorsey's done this a couple of times today. He's rolling, and he's rolling out to his right, and he's on the run, and he throws on the run, and the ball just didn't have enough to get to the receiver. The defender was smart, came off the receiver, and got up the field.
Always say, I think I mentioned this before, a little bit like Baker Mayfield, high risk, high reward. He can do a lot with his legs, a bit of a gunslinger at times. It doesn't go the way you would like it, though. And for the Rams, they're liking it as they are still within striking distance here with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Norman looking for his man, and that one goes off his fingertips.
Marcus Jones there
Incomplete.
just couldn't haul that in. It was just a bit outside on him, couldn't bring it in, and bounces off his hands. Here's the problem, and you see it a lot with the Baker Mayfields, the Pat Mahomes, the players in the NFL, the players in the CFL. When you're rolling to your right like that, you're looking for an outlet short. You don't have the power when you don't have your feet planted to get the ball down the field.
Takes a very special Jaden Daniels-like quarterback, or Nathan Rourke, to complete that. As Norman, third straight incompletion after going 2 for 2 to start.
Yeah.
Now 6 for 15 in the evening, and the Rams will line up the field goal team here, I believe, after a couple of
You'd have to think so.
plays that went awry.
They want to steal these points here. So very, very smart to get the 3 points. I mean, they're down by 17, so they got to score a couple of times. Might as well get some points now in the third quarter and then move on.
Yeah, there's still a full quarter to go, so get those points while you can. Anything can happen here in the BCFC. Appreciate you joining us, whether you're watching on TELUS 1981 or across the BCFC TV network, as the kick is up, and that one strong-legged down near the soccer nets behind the goalposts, and another field goal for the Langley Rams.
That was a beautiful kick.
And he boomed that one. Yeah, that's got to be, 31 yards?
Yeah, that was a good kick. Oh.
This may be the finest year for kickers I've seen in the BCFC. Every team, it seems like, has a pretty decent kicker on their roster. And used to be maybe 1 or 2 teams, and the rest, everyone else was a running back or a defensive back that also doubled. And full moon out there, and full moon means strange things can happen.
Well, and tomorrow is what they call the blood moon, where it's going to be a red moon. But this year, this red moon is actually the reflection of the fires that are going on in the Cascade Mountains right now as we play for the Cascade Cup.
Little foreshadowing as the Rams will line this up, ready to kick off from the 45. Andrea and Maston await this boomer, and it's a low line drive. And this one takes a huge bounce, and Raiden Maston waits for a minute for the blocking to set up, and now he'll charge his way up the right side. Raiden Maston head of steam, and he bowls over an angry run there. Moves the sticks ahead. Raiden Maston, like a daredevil born without fear, gets it out of the end zone.
He's looking for the contact. He came flying out of that end zone. You watch him here. He get the ball kind of bounces on him. He settles it down, takes a look, and he's like, who am I going to run over on here on this run here? I'm going to get to the outside, and I'm going to make this guy's day really hard. Number 7, Kate Handy. I think catch the other number there. 11 maybe? Yeah,
Whoever lost
14.
their helmet.
14, yeah. He made life difficult for a couple of those players. But now we got a guy down on the field, another Husker player down on the field.
Almost like they're cramping, though, the way the trainers are out there kind of working on the leg.
Yeah.
And now they're going to help him up. So what could have been points for the Rams instead goes the other way with a nice return by Raiden Maston. He has been pretty decent returning the ball this year. Mr. Maston on kick returns averages 17 yards. He had 7 for 125 yards coming into this game.
Oh, look at a little trick play here.
They're going to go back to the quarterback, Dorsey. Not a bad play when you've got a great runner like Dorsey.
Yeah. Oh, he went down hard on the cement. Yeah, he bounced right back up. He looks like he's okay. Oh, no, he's holding his arm.
That was Rogan Vergata, the backup quarterback that was in there
And he
for the Huskers.
changes direction, throws it to Dorsey here. And Dorsey now is taking a knee because he comes out of bounds here, gets a little shove, but he hits that cement and he falls hard. And now he's holding his forearm. I think Vergata is going to be staking in the game here.
7-yard reception brings up 2nd and 3, but the real question is now, is Dorsey okay? Something you and I talked about at halftime off camera is we like the Huskers backup, though. Should something happen to Dorsey, Vergata, who was a very highly touted prospect out of Winnipeg, has looked good in spot duty.
Yeah.
Now gets the reins at least for a couple of plays.
Well, and Vergata they have actually listed as a running back. So we know, because we know he can run well. He can toss the ball well. But Dorsey here, this is not looking good. They're holding his left wrist. But he is a right-hander, so maybe you can get that wrapped up and get back out there.
Vergata 11 for 17 on the season. Has thrown for about 200 yards and a touchdown pass. Very good scrambler. And he's got the safety valve, Jawad Harb, to his right. And they'll actually run with Vergata. Wisely gets out of bounds and gets the first down with a gain of 3.
Yeah, very smart play by Vergata. Brings it in quickly, gets the first down. You know, they're getting a little bit of time here. Take a look at Dorsey, see what's going on. Vergata's not taking any silly hits or anything. He's just going to get out of bounds.
He's actually got 13 carries for 89 yards with using his legs too. So 2 very versatile quarterbacks for the Huskers. Both get a chance here with a minute 10 to go. Huskers up 27-13. And that's a minute 10 to go here in the third quarter. So clear out the backfield, big rush from the Rams. And he'll just dump that off for the first down to Peyton Lake, still on his feet. Another first down for the Huskers. He'll pick up 12 on that quick little pass.
Well, there you go. 2 plays for Vergata, 2 first downs. 1 for 3 yards, 1 for 10. Looking good so far.
And they get Peyton Lake involved again. That's 53 yards on 2 receptions for number 80 of the Huskers, 5th-year player. Who has 3 touchdowns on the season in just 5 games. A high snap. Jawad Harb now looks for some blocking, gets it, powers his way ahead. Will pick up 6 on that play if they mark it down at the 50, and they do.
I love Harb's patience. When you see him reading the field, he's not just grab the ball and run into the wall. He's waiting for the play to develop. Here he goes. He's got a nice little stutter step here and then burst right there, take off, get around the edge, high steps out of tackles. Just ran out of real estate, but still got 6 yards on the run.
See number 65, Keegan Crowscott, the offensive lineman, limping a little bit, but the Ultimate Warrior stays in there to protect his quarterback. Give again to Harb, who tries his luck up the left side and
another first
gets
down.
another first down and a big run there for the big back out of Winnipeg.
Oh, yeah, that turnover that gave up 3 points, and then they've just driven the field here down to 2 seconds left in the third quarter, leading by 14. We got another injury over there. It's like one of the big boys for the
And it looks to be a very methodical drive for the Valley Huskers as they are showing patience, as you mentioned, and kind of mixing up the plays also too, but it's been back-to-back to Harb, and that's yielded 12 yards on those 2 carries. And really, that's something the Huskers want to do, eat up as much clock as possible, hopefully get another score to put a little more breathing room between themselves and the Rams, because 14 points really isn't much in this league.
No.
And one of the big boys there for the Langley Rams, 99 Landon Barger.
Landon Barger. He's been having a really good game. He's been stuffing some holes there. He is a lot of the reason why Harb couldn't get running earlier. But now he looks like he's in a lot of pain getting off the field.
They're missing some big players. Talked about Elliott and Hooper is out. Also, Robert Prada and Tristan Clark also out of the lineup for this banged-up Rams unit. High snap to Vergata. He'll hold on to it again. Slips around 1 tackle, and he will pick up maybe 3 or 4, depending on the spot.
Wow, he really dragged that read option out. He put it in Harb's belly and just drag and then go.
They're going to give him 4 on that one. I love the little deceptiveness, though, there on that, too. That's
really good job. And that's the end of the third, guys.
it's been an entertaining Cascade Cup so far, the 4th annual edition. Huskers have won 2. The Rams have won 1. That one, though, happened last year at McLeod Stadium.
Yeah.
And an interesting fact about that one, I don't believe you were at that game with me. One of the Cascade Cups was held in Abbotsford, neutral site.
Yes.
At Exhibition Stadium, Rotary Stadium, whatever you want to call it.
Rotary, yeah.
And they captured that. That was the second Cascade Cup.
I thought that was the first one. That was the second one?
Was it the first one?
I think it was the first one, yeah. Yeah, because I had to miss that for a wedding.
Huskers have won 1 here, won 1 in Abbotsford, and then one was won in Langley, so they've spread the wealth around in terms of where the Cascade Cup has been hoisted. Someone will hoist it here once again today. That is still in doubt as we enter play into the 4th quarter. Rogan Vergata in the gun for the Huskers, came in for the injured starting quarterback Dorsey as Jawad Harp plows ahead right up the middle. Meat and potatoes football.
First down.
Picks up a first down after a gain of about 7 on that play.
Yeah, he needed 6. He got 7. So beautiful run. And once again, this is what I talk about with patience here, is he waits for the hole to develop and then bursts. Here's a snap, the handoff, little go. And then he just hits the defender hard, the other 0, Sean Cullen, and drags him another 2 yards.
Harp has 31 yards in this second half. He had 28 in the whole first half. Forgot a high snap, looks, scrambles away from pressure, holds onto it in a little slide, but there is a flag, and this may be coming back as the clapping from the Langley Rams 58, Travis Richley, will indicate.
I think he was held. I'm pretty sure. As we watch the head ref, Deepak here.
Well, with the size of Richley, I think you need pretty big hands to keep him back.
Yeah. So this head referee did a lot of reffing of the community football. And I think one of the better referees in our league. I've always really appreciated his judgment and play call.
The head referee, Deepak Sharma.
Deepak Sharma. Yeah, solid referee, solid guy.
Lots of veteran names on this as Vergata takes it once again. It's 2nd and long. Finds his man over on the right side. I don't think enough for a first down, but it's very close if it isn't.
I think it's going to be a first down. Yeah, they're sending the sticks.
Wow, so that's a gain of what, 20? 21?
About 20 yards, yeah. Here Vergata just steps out to the outside, sets himself up nicely, sees the open receiver who takes off.
Was that Trey White?
I think so. I'm trying to get a number off of it.
Hopefully they replay it out. No, number 8, Sharma.
Armin Sharma.
First reception of the day, and it couldn't have come at a better time. 3 for 3 is Vergata since entering the game, and hands it off again, and big hole opens up for Harb. The Hogs up front doing a wonderful job here in the second half of allowing their star running back plenty of spaces, and he doesn't need much.
Well, and it's funny because you saw it on both sides of the ball as the D-lines are getting worn down to the point that the O-lines are making space. And they're running up the middle has opened up. And they kept hitting it in the first half, but they weren't getting as far as they were now. It was like 1-2 yards. Now it's 6-7 yards. And a really good run there for 8 yards.
Looking at about 66 yards for Jawad Harb, which is impressive, as I mentioned, starting with about 28 in the first half. He's really coming into his own. Big back for the Huskers. He's actually the number 1 receiver in terms of receptions in this game with 6. So he's doing it both ways. Third-year back out of Winnipeg. Came into his own last season just shy of 1,000 yards on the ground. Made that a goal for this season. He'll need some big games to reach it, but he is awfully close. As coming into this game, he had 402 yards. Huskers, though, with second and short. Receivers in motion. Vergata once again goes to Harp. There's a flag that is thrown right away, so not sure if there was early movement on that play.
I think it wasn't whistled dead, so it wasn't procedure. I'm thinking it might be an offside on the defense. Oh, no, he's pointing over on the Husker side. So probably somebody on offside on the Huskers.
If it was holding, it was awfully quick. And, yeah, maybe it was right there, 82. Is that Halsey or McDonald?
62,
pardon me. Joel Ruiz, our lone representative from Barcelona, Spain.
It was a procedure. 5 yards, beat second down.
So it was second and short. It'll now be second and about 7. They are still within field goal range for Carson Turner. They would like to get even more points on the board, though, but
They're eating up time here on the clock, which is good. But they want to put one into the end zone.
receivers will cross behind Vergata in motion. He'll set up. He throws that one high. Looking for some help, and some of the fans stopped pass interference, but I think the receiver blew a tire on his way to that high lofting ball.
I'd call pass interference on that too. He got his shoulder into him. Watch here. Okay, so the ball's in the air. I think they really did it is because the ball's deemed incatchable here. But yeah,
They stumbled. It was Peyton Lake.
He impeded him. It was close. Maybe not interference.
11:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. Huskers up 27-13, looking to attempt a field goal. This one will be about 25 yards, well within Turner's range. Clean snap. Kick is up through the uprights, and the Huskers restore the 17-point lead. And Carson Turner, 3 for 3 tonight, and he is 10 of 11 on the season. Can we say Mr. Automatic yet?
Yeah, no kidding. He's got almost half the points in the game tonight on his own.
And recovered a punt.
To
keep a drive alive. So the unsung hero, 47 for the Valley Huskers. And now he'll get set to kick this off as there's no rest for the weary.
Yeah, I think, I'm thinking where you're looking at the special teams player of the week right here. The recovering, the punt, the kick, the whole 9 yards.
I would say that, but then you look at the scores of those other games.
Yeah.
Hard to know what those kickers, although the kickers may not have been busy when it's so lopsided in both games. There's a fake handoff play action. Norman absolutely drilled that, but it was a little low and away, and that is 4 straight incompletions for the veteran quarterback of the Langley Rams.
Well, and number 13 was the target, Tyson Gallier. And it's just a rocket at him that he can't catch. He was a big part of the first quarter, the first kind of drive, the first bit with them. But then he's disappeared in the after that. And I think if the Rams really want to get something going, they got to look at him. He's a dynamic player.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Rams at the 45-yard line. And Norman now will scramble for his life, gets away from trouble there and puts the head down. He is bound and determined to get as close to a first down as he can with his legs.
And it's funny, he got about a yard short of what he needed to get a first down. It was be 3rd and 1.
But that's what you want your leaders to do, though. You know what? You're going to take a little bit of abuse to try to make a big play.
And that was a very smart play. Everything was collapsing around him. He stepped up, and he ran for the first down marker.
Big third down once again. Sorry, Matt.
Gave everything he got. A lot of flags there. Beautiful run.
Oh, yeah, if that counts, that's a 6-yard run for the Langley Rams. Those flags went awfully quick, though.
On both sides. I'm thinking an offside somewhere.
You see, is that 28 Jones down, and they do not want to be missing Bruce Jones, who has been their top running back again this year.
The encroachment call on the Huskers. They're going to decline it because it's a 6-yard play. Moves the ball up.
But the worry is Jones still prone on the field and such a big part of this Langley Rams offense.
Well, you haven't seen Badenhurst back out there. And Jones's helmet's off. They're working on his leg. That was a heck of a run, like just bodying the ball forward.
And that's their 3 running backs with Ellie, Jones, and Badenhorst. After that, you're looking at your kick returner, Hassan, who has 1 rush for 6 yards, and then Gallier is the next one, the receiver, who has 2 rushes. Tristan Clark had 6 rushes for 4 yards, but he's on the injury list also.
Well, it looks like Bruce Jones is walking off, no limp, looks okay. Maybe it's just a stinger. Maybe he'll get out there and he'll be okay.
Very interesting to see now who the Rams will line up at running back. If all the players still injured, and they will give, and barging ahead, number 39, Hassan gets a second rush.
And number 24, Lucas Boking, he's just a write-in on our thing here. It doesn't have his position there, but I'm guessing he's a running back because they got him running in the fullback position.
Plays like that happen. It's almost like when you're a bachelor, you look in your refrigerator and it's like, what am I making for dinner tonight? What can I throw together to have something to eat? Rams looking to feast here, but it's tough sledding now. They're down by 17, 9:43 to go, fourth quarter. Still with the ball, but it is 2nd and 9. And the Huskers will show 3 with Raiden Maston lurking on the outside. Yeah, they're going to bring some pressure. They bring a 5-man front. And this time Norman will run the ball ahead. Will not have the first down, but he will pick up 5 on that play.
Well, good job by Norman there. Yeah, it's smart of the Huskers here to get a lot of pressure going because they're not going to have a run game. You want to get the pressure onto Norman. Force him to have to run the ball like that. Force him to have, I guess it's only about 4 yards, eh? Force him to take the hits. Now we got somebody taking a knee. The Rams are falling off fast and furiously here.
Well, they had a number of injuries, as we talked about, coming into this game, and now another physical game here.
Well, it's a battle. It's an absolute battle between these two teams. One of the O-linemen is hobbling off, double supports.
Well, it's amazing when you have not only a rivalry game, but then you give a little bit extra in terms of there's a trophy you get to raise.
Yeah.
You get to put your picture on all your social media that you won something pretty awesome in front of your home fans if you can, or stole it in an away building. There's a lot of incentive on the line, a lot of physicality that comes into play. It's the Rams, 3rd down, and they will go for it. Down 17 under 9 minutes to go. Fourth quarter, they've got a big back lined up beside Norman. He'll set, though, to block. Norman slings that in there, and it's low, and turnover on downs.
Number 28 was the target. No. That's not 28, is it? No.
There's the throw. And it was 20. Is that Jones back in the lineup?
That's what I was thinking.
Superman, 28, unless they gave his jersey to somebody else.
Yeah.
That is an absolute warrior.
Yeah, well, when he walked off on his own 2 feet, and he wasn't limping. Badenhurst hopped off the field and didn't put any weight on one ankle. So I think that was Jones, and he's looking good out there. Yeah, Huskers just want to kill time now. First downs, short plays. Keep picking up first downs, let that clock tick away.
Rogan Vergata in the gun, a high snap. There's a handoff and a nice move there. Grady Andrea barges ahead for a gain of about 8 on that play.
And, it's I think they're going to keep Vergata in, whether Dorsey's hurt or not, whether his hand's okay or not. Keep Vergata in there. Give him some time. You're up by, 17 points here with 8 minutes left. Unless things start to look desperate, I don't know if I would. And Harb as well. He's run hard today. Let Andrea get some time out there. Pick up some first downs. Close this game out.
3 carries for 24 yards for number 20, Andrea. Vergata now launches an absolute bomb for Trey White. Oh, my goodness. He had the defensive back in his back pocket, tagging along like a backpack, and he somehow snared that. And a huge pickup for Trey White and the Huskers and a first down.
I don't even think Trey White thought the ball was coming. Vergata launches it here. White's running, and then he looks up. He's like, oh, there it is. I got that. And he just pulls it in. And the defensive back holds his hands out like, how did you do that? That coverage was perfect.
Oh, my goodness. I don't even know how many yards they
That was great.
picked up on that one. My goodness. Throw over the middle. Finds his man. Is that Peyton Lake?
Peyton Lake. And the guy who hit Peyton Lake, number 27, Drew Larage, is now on the ground, hurt. So Peyton Lake jumped in the air and caught the ball, and Larage hit him in the back, but he's hurt. That's on the 1 yard line too. Like that's really close.
And that's going to be a first down, a 10-yard pickup. That puts Vergata over 100 yards. Not bad when you consider he's only thrown the ball 8 times.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done it really good. Yeah, I think Larage got winded there.
Peyton Lake, 3 receptions, 63 yards. Huskers looking to add to their total, up 30-13, 7 minutes to go. Clock winding down here.
Disregard my kill the clock comments and just go for it.
Vergata now in the gun, flanked by Harb to his left side. 2 receivers near side, 4-man front for the Rams. Give to Harb, but the flag flies. Harb does have his first touchdown of the season earlier in this football game, but it won't come here. And the bad news for the Huskers, another member of their unit down in some discomfort. Is that 65 for the Huskers? Keegan Crozcop, who was banged up a little bit earlier.
Could be. He could get rolled up on there.
Like Harb went Superman over the pile, but I don't think he realized a couple of flags had been thrown before he took off.
And now 65 there. He's wearing those 2 knee braces. And I think when he went to fall and fold, they didn't allow for his legs to fold with the fall. And, that looked like it hurt.
Crozcop sucked it up earlier. You could see him kind of hobbling a bit, but he's like, I want this win so bad. Stays out there, gets hit again. I won't be surprised if we don't see him back real soon, though.
Yeah, no, he's no weight on his right leg. And that was the leg that wouldn't fold as he is going down. And that's one of the things about those metal knee braces. They're great for support, but when you're starting to get bent over, they don't let your leg go anywhere. And the ball's back where it was.
As he is being escorted off, Huskers go back to work inside the red zone.
It's first downs again.
Still first down, high snap. They'll give it to Grady Andrea. Shifts gears into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
It was Abdul Kiewin.
Oh, pardon me, Kiewin.
Abdul Kiewin. And this is like joystick type stuff here. He comes running downhill, his ball downhill, and then he just turns hard left, hard right, in the end zone. Little zigzag, and there he is.
My apologies to Keewan. Boy, that was a terrific run for him. That's his 7th run. And he's got 32 yards. More importantly, his first touchdown. In fact, the 2 first rushing touchdowns of the season for the Valley Huskers in game number 6.
That's crazy. That's their 2 first rushing, eh?
They've had a number through the air. They've been snake bitten a number of times, and as good of a season as Harb has had, that's the first time he's found the end zone.
Wow.
Unless there's a statsman that has a grudge against the Huskers and is
keep it.
magically erase them, I don't think that's the case.
Or not tracking them very well. Well, you got to like this. They got 24-point lead here with like 6 minutes left in the quarter in the game. The Huskers gotta play some smart ball here and not let the Rams get back into it.
Well, I think you can see a little dancing from the Huskers there. It's Cadogan and 26 for the Huskers. That's Kaylin LeBlanc really enjoying the music playing and enjoying this big lead. What I think you love if you're a Huskers coaching staff or fans is the backups are coming in. I don't know if you can even call them backups, and have done an absolutely terrific job.
Yeah.
With Vergata and Kiewin. Huge return for the Langley Rams to give a little spark. Picks up about 50 on that return.
Wow. Really good job.
And that is
21
for the Langley Rams.
Dante Meyer.
We haven't called his name, and boy, after that play, maybe we will a few more times.
I think that might be Dante Meyer from Prince George. I coached a young man in one of the showcase games, Dante Meyer.
Was he also fast like this fella?
Oh, ran like the wind. Good, yeah. I wonder if that's the same guy down here in Langley playing. Really good football player.
Rams go to work inside their own 50 as Norman sets back. Good coverage by the Huskers, and Norman's just going to toss that away, but it actually looks like it was caught. That's Bruce Jones, who is doubling as a wide receiver.
Good job by the Huskers defender, but I think he assisted the catch here because they both had hands on the ball. And I like the way that Norman here just draws in all the defenders, the fight going on, and then he drops it down there, and Jones is able to bring it in for a first down.
So give Jones 31 yards, 3 catches, 2 of those coming here in the fourth quarter. Hunter barks out the signals. Huskers show some pressure and then tangled up. Number 15 for the Valley Huskers was tangled up with the big wide receiver, and that is Samir Grewal. With 88, Marcus Jones. Jones kind of was more tangled up with Grewal than the other way around.
Yeah, Samir pulled Grewal down at the end there too. And you see Junior Manakia is looking at the ref going, are you not calling that? It kind of looked like offensive pass interference.
But I think Munyaka learned from that earlier play where he was penalized. Let sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah.
3-man front for the Huskers as Norman throws that to a wide open target. He'll find him for a pickup of 16 yards. Gallier with the reception.
Tyson Gallier, I said it a while ago. Oh no, he's limping. He's a spark plug of a player. They got to get him more involved.
That's his first reception tonight. He came in leading the team with 14. That's Norman's first completion in his last 6 attempts. Norman steps back again, feels the heat from the Huskers front. Waits, slings that over the middle, and oh my goodness. Huskers thought they were going to be turning that back the other way, but a little too high, and that one incomplete.
Yeah, they thought that was a freebie coming back the other way.
In the twilight, maybe the way you view the distance a little bit. Depth perception is what they call it.
Depth, there was no perception there.
like me without my glasses.
Yeah.
3:40 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Huskers comfortably in front in this fourth annual Cascade Cup clash at Exhibition Field. So Rams will come back with 2nd and 10 lined up at the 35-yard line, but I think it's going to be procedure against the visitors.
Time clock violation. Yeah, time clock violation. That's going to move back. The Rams got to be frustrated here. You know, it was such a tight game for so long, and now it's just and now it's just moving on.
So now 2nd and 15. Just looking for a final score here, and it was 60-7 for the Okanagan Sun over a very good Prince George Kodiak's team who had won 3 straight coming into that game.
Nice.
So Rams on 2nd down, sling that to the outside, and it's caught, but not enough for the first down. The pickup of 6 on that reception by Gallier, back-to-back receptions.
Well, he's really hobbling out there, but he's not leaving the field. He's going to fight his way through. And Graywall with the tackle there, beautiful stop, bring him down. But yeah, Gallier does not look good.
So the Rams have been outscored 89-19 in their last just under 2 games. Going back to last week against the West Shore Rebels. As Cadogan lines up against Tedeschi, the veteran receiver. They'll go Tedeschi's way, but he will overthrow him. Out of bounds as the defensive backs have a polite little chat with the receiver.
Little handshake going on. The 12, Aiden Greenhill, Adam Greenhill out there making the stop.
So Norman is 8 of 25 so far tonight.
That's a rough night. And you got to give a lot of props to the Huskers defensive backs who've played these receivers very, very well.
Well, and the Rams lost Terrell Jones and Isaiah Edwards, who were both outstanding receivers last year for Mr. Jones, the quarterback, and then Helena Hooper last year as Vergata just throws a quick little out, and oh, what a play. Grady Andrea making magic out of that, and he's still sashaying his way, slipping and sliding all the way down inside the Rams end on a big pickup on a pass that started at the 38-yard line, I believe, and they are a lot closer now.
Down on the 40.
Yeah, it's a 32-yard pickup. 145 yards for Vergata through the air.
Andrea he's got such good movement. Little spin move there, stepped right out of a tackle. Wow, that was impressive.
You combine the hunger that some of these backups for the Huskers have with the tiredness of the depleted Rams backline, and it's making for some very good times for the fans that have stuck around here.
To see the end of this.
They will give Andrea 5 yards on that run. Give him 29 on the day on 4 carries, along with that one reception of 32 yards. Vergata has looked incredibly comfortable in the gun here, and there's a flag thrown by the officials as the Huskers may have taken a bit too long to snap that ball.
Yeah, delay a game.
Well, and you wonder if some of these players have visions of hoisting that trophy up again here in front of the home crowd.
Yeah.
Just a minute 27 to go. You've got to maintain your focus, and it can be hard when you're up 24 points with a minute and a half left.
Well, time count violation. They didn't get the 5 yards. They got the loss of a down.
That'll bring up third down.
Now they're calling a timeout.
Well, you know, as an athlete yourself, played sports growing up.
Yeah.
You have a big lead. Something important's coming up. It's so hard to maintain that focus.
Yeah.
Especially as a young player.
Well, and here's the thing: is you got this big of a lead, they're not coming back. I mean, as much as you can slow the clock down in a minute in a CFL game or a Canadian football game, you're not getting 24 points in a minute 27. It's not happening. So the Huskers are excited, the Rams are frustrated, and it's a bad combination.
With this win, the Huskers will tie the Langley Rams and the VI Raiders for points in the final playoff position as Vergata scrambles out of trouble and then little hook slide.
He's going to get it just enough for a first down.
I think the way that last foot came in when he finished sliding did the job.
I think he knew exactly where. Oh, they're going to turn over on downs. He did not quite make it. Yeah, he started his slide a little too soon. And it's where you start the slide, not where you end up. It's where you start the slide.
So Rams will get one last kick at the can here. But I was talking, all three of them tied on points. I believe they're also only 2 points behind the Prince George Kodiaks now for third place in the BCFC. Huskers leapfrog the Langley Rams in terms of the head-to-head meeting. And so this game against the VI Raiders coming up at Exhibition Field, absolutely massive as the Raiders have dropped a number of games in a row. They sit on a bye week this week as there's a handoff and great run by the Rams right up the middle.
No, PG's got 8 points, so they're going to be 4 behind.
4 behind.
Yeah.
I believe PG has played an extra game, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they're at 7 games. The Huskers and the Rams and the VI are all going to be at 6.
And the Huskers, as you mentioned, play the
PG twice.
PG twice, although it's never easy going up to see that Mr. PG statue waiting in a very hostile environment. Is another run by the Rams. 39, and that is Pharaoh Hassan for the Langley Rams. Terrific bounce back, though, by the Valley Huskers here after a very tough game against the juggernaut known as the Okanagan Sun, who remain undefeated this season as they have a number of times. Last year, I believe they were undefeated also, 10-0, only lost in the Canadian Bowl.
Yep.
And in fact, their last loss came the final game of the regular season, the season before, against the West Shore Rebels, who had their number that year, beat them twice, including in the championship game.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, that's the thing. You're looking at it here. You've got the West Shore Rebels, the Okanagan Sun, 2 powerhouses. What you're really fighting for here is the chance to go face one of them and maybe upset them in a playoff game. And you want that chance because that's what you catch is lightning in a bottle. You beat one of them, you beat the other one, and now all of a sudden you're moving on.
Well, and momentum is
huge.
Huge in football because it's unlike hockey or baseball where you're playing tons of games. It's one game.
Yeah.
And you win that one, then all of a sudden it snowballs and maybe another one happens. The Huskers need to have an impressive second half. I really think they have to go 4-1 in the final 5 games to entertain a chance of being in the playoffs, whether it is in third place or fourth place, but they've got to have it. But they've got a great schedule. Everything is laid out there on the table. They've just got to sit down and eat.
I wouldn't even worry about 4-1. I'd go shoot for 5-1.
5-0?
5-0, 5-1. 5-0. You don't want to lose anything going out the end of the season here. You want to win all these games and just clear the clock as you're coming in there hot and heavy. And they've got the ability to. I mean, who they got? They got PG twice, they got Kamloops, and they've got VI.
Yeah, and the schedule is heavily weighted towards the home field because they played 3 straight games on the road to start the season.
Yeah.
I believe the away games will be in Kamloops and in Prince George.
Yes. Yeah.
One of those definitely winnable,
Yeah. And
although anything can happen.
anything can happen. And I mean, you're looking at teams that want to play spoiler, and you're looking at teams that want to make it in. I mean, right now, VI, Langley, Huskers, and Prince George are all fighting for the 3-4 spots. So they want a ticket to the dance.
I tell you what, I haven't looked at the schedule, but if West Shore is playing in Kelowna later this season, that might be a game, even if you're not a fan of either team, that you want to at least watch on BCFC TV as the final whistle getting set to sound. 8 seconds to go. Huskers 8 seconds away from hoisting the 4th annual Cascade Cup, and they would host it for the 3rd time. And you and I have been around this team for close to a decade, Matt. And if you look back to when we started with this team, and you said to us, they will beat the Langley Rams 3 out of 4 important games, you would have given your head a shake.
I wouldn't have believed you. I would not have believed you. I mean, you got to remember, it was 2.5 years.
Over 3 years.
Was it over 3?
Over 3 years, they did not win a game.
Was it? So 3.5 years before we got a W.
Yes.
Let alone like we're going to hoist a cup. We couldn't even win a game.
That was when Wintink and Dick and company and Poulin upset the VI Raiders, came from behind to win that one, and then won again against the Okanagan Sun for the only time in their franchise's history. That was a magical season.
It's crazy.
With those Manitoba products, and a lot of Manitoba products on this proud Huskers team that want to rebound from a tough first half. Yeah. And the crowd now sensing the final whistle about to sound. And stick around. We're going to have some great visuals coming up from Teo and the For the Win media crew as the Valley Huskers are your 2024 Cascade Cup winners. And you like to see that. Some of the veterans, Cullen out there, number 0. Some of the guys that have been around for a while, maybe played minor football with or against a lot of these guys, showing some great sportsmanship and congratulating the Huskers on a well-fought win. And for the Rams, tough back-to-back losses.
That was a tough loss. The injuries, they piled up on them. They couldn't get the offense rolling. Their defense played really good in the first half. Second half, they just couldn't shut it down.
I've watched Palena Hooper a number of times over these 2 seasons.
Yeah.
He is a difference maker. When he's out of the lineup, no slight to Norman whatsoever, a veteran quarterback, but Palena Hooper is a difference maker, and he is out of the lineup for now almost 3 games, and it's been 3 straight losses without him under center.
Yeah.
Matt, any final thoughts before we turn our attention to the field?
Well, I this jawing down on the field, I'm not impressed with. I mean, it's the game's over.
Yeah, a little frustration, I think. And a lot of times it's the younger guys.
Yeah.
A little bravado in there. They want to show maybe we got beaten, but you haven't beaten our spirit. But
yeah,
game's over, whistle's done. Back to civilian life for the week.
And then, you know what? A couple weeks, we'll do it again. Next week, they're off to Prince George. Week after, they're off to Kamloops. And then we're back here.
Now we got back-to-back away games for the Huskers, and they're home for the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Huge games, so make sure you tune in to watch the games on BCFC TV, TELUS 1981, and then come on back here to Chilliwack to watch it live. For the Win Media, who always do a fantastic job giving you the best seat in the house, Matt Macri on color, I'm Warren Andrews saying enjoy your weekend. Huskers win, Cascade Cup champs. Good night, everyone.